fun stuff. I appreciate everyone coming in. We're just doing some quick adjustments with what do you call it? Technicalities, and then we'll start up on this lovely story. Well, it's not going to be a lovely story today, guys.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be
leave off.
All right, so
Christ.
let's see here. So volume's good. Everyone's coming through. I can bring up Sirenscape.
The only citizen left.
It's a hell rooster.
Oh no.
He's doing great. Oh, that rooster's doing great. Oh, I didn't sign into roll 20. Oh, my bad.
Singing a solo.
All right. All right, so let's start this off while you're getting signed into Roll20. We can just jump right in here. Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
It was like, I want to test something, just double check that it comes through. Cool. Okay.
Nice.
It doesn't show up on your screen, but that's okay. It's afraid.
The roll didn't show up? Should pop up right above
there it
Brom.
is.
It took a second, yeah.
Okay, so it's like your stream is delayed, but so is the Roll20. So it's like delay
Yeah.
within delay. That's nice. That's cool.
That happened to me last time too.
Oh,
nice. Okay. No, that's okay. That's okay. They'll just hear us like screaming and sobbing, and they're like, "What?
What is happening?"
Oh, man.
That's
I
happening.
might. Oh no.
What?
I need my accelerator back.
Huh?
Your accelerator?
My graphics acceleration when available for my roll 20.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that was rough. She lagged like no tomorrow.
Pretty fast.
Okay. Yeah, that works. I'm not going to worry about that, y'all. Everyone, so
As well.
while we're testing things out, this is Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus with a decent spin of my own on it. And I'm just going to call it the Fall of Elturel, which is more accurate to what we're trying to portray in this story. While still caring about Baldur's Gate and everything that's happening, we're shifting it a little bit, but still very much following the module. I am joined by some friends here that are going to help tell this story, and we'll just go from left to right, if that's okay.
Oh, gross. Hi. I'm Omen. I'm here. I'm the horrific little goat man in the corner. Seems Cole. Don't worry about him.
And then we'll jump over to Laughter.
Hi, I'm Adem, playing Laughter the Tiefling. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And Wesley.
My name is Haley, and I am playing Wesley, the emo slam poet, half-elf bard.
Beautiful.
Love it. Love it. And our dear Brom.
Hi, I'm an idiot. No, I'm kidding. Hi, I'm Dearly. I play Brahms, who is an idiot. So, his name's Brom Brams. Like that's a very idiot name.
Listen.
Bram
It's
Toker.
fine.
And he's gonna be taking care of the party.
I love it.
Help me.
I love it. Yeah, and you wouldn't know that with Brom, because Brom's the quiet, stoic type. And that is a perfect segue into, I think, our next part here, which is I always offer DM inspiration to anyone that wants to recap our lovely story that happened last time. Does anyone feel like taking over?
Oh, strong stoic type.
Oh, strong. So, you guys, I'm gonna
Help.
be real honest with you. I don't remember anything.
I took notes, motherfuckers.
Do it. Like, I remember like the vibes, and then I don't want to talk. Let's go for it.
Okay. So we are all part of a group of what's called the Hell Riders, who protect the city of Elturel from monsters and baddies. And we were heading from Baldur's Gate to Elturel through the woods that I can't remember the name of. Is it the Elturelin Woods or something?
Eltergard Woods.
Elturgard Woods. It's right there. Okay. And let's see. Older Raven Guard was leading us along with a teenager named Rhea. And we went into a tavern in Elturel, where we were tasked with getting rid of a cult of the dragon, which is from Baldur's Gate. And all we know is that it's like a sacrificial evil cult. I'm pretty sure they were a cult of the Dead Three. And we met up with two people in the tavern, who we were supposed to. I think we were supposed to just getting information from them, and they told us that the cult of the dragon erected an altar in the woods, and they were making sacrifices of travelers. So we went there to check it out. On the way there, for some reason, there were some worshippers of Lathander getting married at sunset, which I thought was weird. So we acted as witness to them. I wanted to stay and party, but we decided to keep going. We saved a girl named Grace from getting eaten by wolves in the middle of the woods, and she had like a sad little donkey too.
God.
I don't know. I
Lonky
felt like that
We
was
the
doted on
donkey.
this
That was
poor
cute.
thing.
Lonky the donkey,
and-
yeah.
Lonky the
Aw.
donkey, yeah, and
Fucking wonky.
yeah, she said she wanted to be an adventurer. She asked for anything we could give to help her, and in return, she gave like a rainbow thread to I think Brahm, and then another person who is not here. And then we
Good boy.
stealthed our way through to the altar, found a skeleton man about to flay a dragon wing, which is part of the cult of the dragon. So this was like a different cult that we ran into, sacrificing somebody from the cult that we were tasked with getting rid of. And a fight happened. An owl bear came out, and we bribed the owl bear to leave us alone by throwing the sacrificed dead body at it. Let's
Correction
see.
on that. It was not sacrificed. It was.
It
just,
wasn't sacrificed. Yeah, we.
It was
we
an
just
unfortunate. He was in the way.
It was murdered. I murdered it. It was. I was surrounded. It was one of those things where I was just like, "Oh no!" Like, this
sorry,
is
little
a last
one.
resort. I'm sorry, little one. Look
Yeah.
away. To be fair, he was a bad guy anyway. Like,
Yeah.
we're both part of a cult. Like, I'm not in the wrong here, technically.
No, you're fine. I thought that was very funny. I was like, no.
Yes.
It's like, oh, thank God, people to save me. It's No.
Yeah.
No.
I did want to not kill him just in case we could like get him to be on our side, but you know, he was
Like
1
that.
HP anyway.
It'd be like that. Sacrifices must be made.
And so then on one of the worshippers of Bane who was there, we found a piece of paper that said he had ties to Baldur's Gate. I also found 5 miniature painted statues of dragons that were supposed to be shipped to Baldur's Gate that I feel like maybe are not important, so I stashed those. We found a human arm bone on the Merkel guy with undead energy coursing through it.
And it was super easy to break over my leg. I
Yeah.
had to try twice.
And then found a letter talking about stolen treasure. And then there was a rose we found in the rubble of the altar that we knocked down, and it had a thorn dripping with blood. And we knew it was magical without even rolling for it. And then we burned down the location of the altar at Rhea's suggestion, and then all of a sudden we were dragged into what we can only assume is hell.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. We're in hell.
Yeah,
Almost,
so it's
almost.
like,
basically,
chains
we
and-
turned the corner and said, I can't wait to like get some good rest, and then it's like the earth cracked open.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
like the city
and then
sink in.
so lovely, so wonderfully placed by our beautiful DM, a wonderful little rainbow scarf just floated into our hands. You know, it's
And just to correct
slightly charred.
one thing, you're not in Hells. You
Yeah.
saw the city get dragged down, but
Oh.
you
Exactly,
yourself
that's what I
are
meant.
on the
I thought we
outside
were like
of
in it.
Yes.
No. We
Oh,
we
okay.
saw it. We saw it with our eyes,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
and we know that our sweet little baby girl that we doted on is dead, as far as we know. That's really fun.
Yeah.
And Laughter's
That's
family has
hard.
been sucked in as well. Because Laughter's from Elturel.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. Of course, what do you call it? Inspiration that is stackable, awarded to you, Wesley.
Oh, boys, it's
Very good.
stackable.
Oh, boys, it's
Recap.
stackable.
Like you.
I love it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the scene a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking along what would have been the border of Elturel, but it is now a giant cavern. Just empty, fiery, what is it, like kind of like not lava, but like hot rocks steaming up, and definitely lets you know that there was something very, very hot that was around here. As you're going through, you can see little things like footprints, claw marks. You see abandoned carts. You see chaos every step and everywhere you look. Like a snapshot of life has just been picked up and taken out. I will say, as you're walking around, kind of getting a understanding of what's happening, you see on the other side, which would be, I would say, almost a mile away, would be on the other side of this newly formed cavern. You see a group of people that look like they're just standing looking at the chaos, and more just in utter shock. It's hard to make out how many are there, but you can tell there's a decent number.
Do they look like kind of like average townsfolk?
Yes.
Or are we seeing like, oh.
Yes, exactly. You could probably make out, if you, with your passive perceptions, they're not well armored. In fact, you probably don't see any armor on any of these people. Just some really basic weathered down clothing. Probably farmers, probably hunters, loggers, fishermen. Yeah, all that good stuff going through in this party, just onlooking, rubbernecking, I guess.
And double checking. I could roll for this if you want, but like, is there anyone familiar within this group that we can see?
Yeah, you can roll. It'll be a higher DC because they are about a mile away.
Oh, they're a mile. I'm stupid. I didn't. No, I'm not going to use my eyes for that.
Okay.
Never mind.
Your elvish eyes.
Yes, my clearly
Special
elvish
eyes.
eyes.
The fucking wrestler.
I think that we should go speak to them and see what kind of emotions
What
at
they
the
saw.
giant crack. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. So, do you say anything or do anything along the way as you're winding and passing what is a decent amount of burned trees, scorched earth, like fleeing animals? It's almost like you're walking in what would be like the right after effect of a wildfire or something like that, if I can put it plainly. But yeah, do you say or do anything as you make your way to this group of people on the other side of this cavern?
Did we hear shit going on before we saw it?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
You felt the earthquake, then you heard the screams.
Okay, cool. So you go ahead, Wesley.
Oh, I was just gonna like ask if looking around we can see any signs of immediate danger, like any bad things came up and are lurking around, or is it just like it's eerily there's nothing here now, and it's like everything's just gone.
Yeah, that's the second, is or the latter is the best way to put it. It is
Okay.
it is completely eerie in that regard, I guess.
Did any of you notice anything before we left?
Laughter's just gonna silently shake their head no.
The last thing we did before all this happened, we set the altar on fire. Do we think that had any correlation to this?
Cole looks to Rayan. He says, that altar that we burned, would that have anything to do with what's happened here?
Ray looks, and you can tell is really thinking about it, really puzzling the thought over it, and kind of thinking out loud as she's like, I've never heard of this altar that would somehow affect something so far away. There would have to be some insanely powerful magic if it was connected, but I really don't think so.
Well, it's a good thing to keep in mind, but yeah, it seemed to happen when we got closer, not instantaneous at least, but maybe the townsfolk know a little bit more than we do, if they saw anything happen.
Yes.
It's my home. Everything I've ever known, Rhea will say, as she just looks almost completely perplexed, at a loss of what to do next, almost like frozen in step.
You and me both, Rhea.
I think Brahms kind of like goes to Rhea, awkwardly puts a hand on like their shoulder and is like, this is destined. Actually, I do apologize.
Brom, I might want to tell you that that's not what you say when someone's in mourning. Say that's meant to be.
What do you mean, meant to be?
There's things at play, apparently.
Well, sometimes shitty stuff just happens.
Well, hold on a minute. Cole actually stops from clowning around a little bit. He's like, you say things are at play, like did you know this was going to happen? Brom?
I was informed something would happen. The incident, I know not, but that something would, yes.
Who, the captain?
No. No. No.
He's looking at him and he's like, Brom, I know that we just met, but we are a party who are looking out for each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in everyone's best interest if perhaps you tell us a little bit more about perhaps who told you that this place would become a giant sinkhole.
He kind of like looks puzzled for a moment on how to put things.
Oh no, he's too stupid.
It's very much a kind of thing of like he like opens his mouth and then closes it and then opens his mouth once more and he's just like, I was, my God told me that I was needed and that you all were part of some plan.
Huh.
They were just puppets in a stage play.
More like weaving fate and becoming anew.
Regardless, strings are involved. I'm not a fan of strings, but
That's very good. That's very
Um,
good.
thank you.
I'm gonna write that down.
Don't plagiarize that.
I'm writing that down.
But no,
I'll credit you in the
thank you.
description.
But Brum, so okay. So it sounds like he's not giving you very many specifics, though. Could you?
I
Go ahead.
If I could give that's me messing up. My
Brum, it's
bad.
okay, I believe in you.
Shut the fuck up. Perhaps I awoke one day and was told that I would need to find a group and that I would be led to a place at some point within fate's design that would need that group's help.
Oh, gods are fickle.
I'm not going to lie, that sounds very non-specific and could have happened at any point between 5 seconds from then and 50 years.
So I'm not mad at you, Brum. The situation's just less than ideal. But is there any way, perhaps, that you could consult your god for more guidance before we just jump into whatever it is that's going on here? I signed up for coin, not, he motions again at the absolute destruction to his left.
Do you think there is not coin in saving people?
There is, but I would prefer not to die in the process.
Rhea will look
Right.
at you and say, I feel that the same conversation that was had at the tavern when I was nervous might be the same conversation here, right? We're in this together. We're not gonna die. We just gotta avoid or check in or report or say we gotta do something. Just something.
Right? No, you are very right, Rhea. One step at a time. There's no he bites his tongue on the comment he was gonna make. We are alive, and we have somebody here who has an inkling as to what's going on. And unless there's something that we need to do here, then we will continue forward, go speak to the villagers and see if they've perhaps seen your captain or can give us a better insight as what they've seen.
Yeah, we can do that.
One step at a time.
One step at a time, that's right. We'll check in, we'll lead them. Baldur's Gate's not too far away. We can head that way. If anything, that's probably where
It hasn't also
they...
been taken.
I'm sorry, Leslie?
If it hasn't also been taken.
Um,
I'm just being realistic.
yeah, well,
That's a good point.
Well,
listen.
okay. I'll shut my mouth and
No.
say I told you so when we get there, but
I love a good I told you so. I would prefer that than dwelling on it being a possibility.
That's true. Yes.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
I apologize. Go ahead.
You are fine, my glum little friend. One step at a time. First, we speak to the villagers, then perhaps Baldur's Gate, and we go where we need to go. But just in case, I recommend everyone know where their weapons are.
Just in case.
Just if we need to defend the people, or so a rock that makes you very angry that gets in the way.
Well, Laughter Brahm, is that all right with you?
Yeah, it's not like we can go jump in that hole and save them right now.
Yeah, whatever it may be, we will come back to this place.
Wonderful. We have a land in the future that will come back.
Let us go.
Alright. Yeah, let's head forth. That's right.
All right. So you start making your way around a good chunk of this border, this cliffside, I guess, really is what it is. You make your way around. It takes maybe, because of it's not a direct shot, you have to walk the perimeter. It takes you maybe 25 minutes to get to the people, but really not that bad. Maybe 20 minutes or 15 to be more realistic. But you get there and people are just crying. There's a bunch of, distraught people asking, what do we do? Where do we go? That was everything. My family. What did you hear? The screams? Has anyone seen anything? Has anyone heard anything? What happened? Why did the chains come from the ground and pull it down? Where is the second son? Things like that.
I, unless anyone else has any ideas, I was thinking about we could approach someone who looks like they're not hyper engaged in conversation.
Right.
Who looks like they have a little bit like more, at least appearance wise, control over it, and we can just kind of speak to them unless somebody else sees something.
I agree. I think someone who's not currently in the throes of complete agony and wailing on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, you go over to talk to some people as you're kind of sorting through the crowds. As you're walking by, you see people huddled over on the ground, sitting on the road, just holding each other, huddled over. And you take a couple steps and you see a couple more people kind of in the same position. But down the road, you see a little bit of someone who seems to be taking inventory of things that people have and trying to get them ready to go. This person actually does look familiar to you. It looks like Jane, the bartender, the one with the really good pressed lemonade.
The lemonade.
My favorite non-alcoholic drink.
Her whole stock is gone. Absolutely, we're going to approach her. It's good to see a familiar face.
She sees you coming up and immediately runs over, gives Ray a big hug. I can't believe you're okay. We have some Hell Riders with us, everyone. We'll be all right.
All right.
Well, we need to figure out what's happened first before we can do anything. Did you? What happened?
A crack in the sky. A thunderous rip and tear from the second companion, or from the companion, and it ripped the sun in two. And then from that moment, chains from the ground spewed up, grabbing the city, wrapping it up. Devils climbing everything. Climbing up the chains onto the walls and everything, excuse me. They seem to be grabbing people and dragging them down to the hells, where the city of Elturel must have gone. I don't know how, I don't know why, but we saw the burning infernal lands. You couldn't mistake the sulfur. And that war.
Roar, you said?
There was something that we saw a glimpse of. An endless war. Fighting as the city was being dragged closer to it. I don't know. I don't know why it happened. But you are Hell Riders, right? You defend the city from all things terrible, evil? What is the plan?
We sure do. We are we're currently gathering evidence to see what we need to do next. Right now, we're just as shocked as everyone else. But just keep doing what you're doing. I'm sure gather your supplies and set my phone. Apologies. Just keep doing what you're doing. We may have some questions for you, but I suppose we will figure this out. He says, looking to Brahm and Rhea.
Yes. Yes, if I were Duke Older Ravengard, I would have gone to Baldur's Gate to reinforce myself and gather supplies. Baldur's Gate has a good connection to Candlekeep. There might be something... Yeah, Baldur's Gate. If it's there, as she looks to Wesley.
Fine people that are here. Baldur's Gate might be a very good place for them to go and not dwell on if it's there or not.
Yes, I agree. We need to evacuate the people. Who's left, anyway.
Mm-hmm. I know this is your home, but staying here is probably not best for everyone right now.
Yeah. No, you're right. We need to move. It's about taking care of these people. And then one step at a time. Let's just get them to safety. Let's just report back on what we found. And then one step at a time. We'll go from there.
One step at a time. Oh, to Baldur's Gate then, I suppose. Do we... He leans into the group. Are we escorting everyone to Baldur's Gate?
It kind of seems like there's no really other better options. We are Hell Riders in the most basic of sense, I guess.
There's also strength in numbers.
True.
To a degree.
Yes.
Our only alternative is leaving them behind and hoping everyone else makes it to safety, wherever that may be. Hopefully Baldur's Gate. Fingers crossed.
I was about with this. We informed the people of our plan to go to Baldur's Gate. If those want to go with us, then we shall escort them. And if they want to go elsewhere, they can just go elsewhere.
I like that a lot because the most I've ever managed is a meal, and I am... Yes. No, that's a very good point.
We have more supplies.
Rooster in the background. I'm so glad the poultry lives. Oh.
They take that one.
Yeah, we take that one.
We take to Baldur's Gate. We go, Henrietta.
Our alarm clock.
Oh my god.
Because unit, hey unit.
Yeah.
How far away is Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate would be about a full day's journey.
Yeah, no, fuck no. We can definitely escort
Oh,
people a full
easy.
day's
Yeah.
journey.
I thought it was fine. Though this is fine.
So
No,
long as everyone kind of
100%.
stays in a ball.
100%. Just like we'll give
Caravan.
these people. We'll just caravan. Like it's a simple. We can get these people to Baldur's Gate. That's a day.
That's a day.
Okay.
I recommend we split ourselves up amongst the people because nobody here looks like a soldier. But yeah, a day's journey is much better than what I thought. I am directionally challenged. Thank you.
Right. Please spread the word then. That we will be leaving in the morning.
Okay.
And for those who want to join us may, and for those who want to go elsewhere, they may.
I love it.
Love.
Are you telling that to Rhea?
Yes.
Rhea will nod and as she seems to have a new like sense of purpose brought back to her, she's like, "Yeah, you're right. We'll tell them in the morning. We'll gather those who need it, and those who want to head elsewhere can do so, and hopefully they are okay. But that's not our concern. To Baldur's Gate, yeah.
Baldur's Gate. In the morning.
All
after
right.
rest.
Okay. Shall we take watches?
Sounds good to me.
That's probably best.
Okay. As you all start to set up some camp with all these people, you're getting lots of different supplies. Some people were able to grab little things, but not a lot. It is, just basic fire pits and people huddling up next to each other. There might be a blanket or a tarp or two to crowd over, a group of people. But that's very rare. It looks like it's going to be some very bare bones traveling, some very uncomfortable for the people sleeping, but you all have your bed rolls and everything like that, so you'll be all right.
Actually, correction to that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm looking at all the nice people in here, and I'm like, all right, he's gonna do it.
Correction to that. I'm so sorry, unit.
What are you gonna do?
100%. I'm looking through my inventory right now. I have 3 pounds of common clothes. I have a pot and iron.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm cooking up shit for people.
Okay.
I'm using my own rations for that.
He's such a good man.
Okay.
I could never.
I also have blankets. I have 3 pounds of blankets.
Holy cow.
Damn,
I
came prepared.
have
A lot of blankets. That's-
candles.
Mhm.
And what the fuck is this fucking thing?
What?
What the fuck is this fucking thing? I don't even know what this word is. A censer? The fuck
Oh,
is a
is-
censer?
That's like, is that like an incense thing, like with the smoke comes out on the sides?
Yeah,
What did it
it's
say?
a
That's
What
hot
is it?
girl
Incenser?
Brahms hot girl shit.
Wait, wouldn't that be incenser?
Incest.
It is a container in which incense is burned, typically during a religious ceremony. It's
like on the
these
chain.
fucking things. It's those fucking.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, the
these
swingy.
fucking things.
Yeah,
I
that
like
makes
that-
sense.
Oh,
From
okay.
that
I
one
was like,
MCR music video.
this is what I was like thinking, and I was like, hey, no. Listen, I'm not Catholic. I don't know shit. I don't know what anything is.
What the hell is
Okay,
Catholic?
so basically,
The Pope has one.
yeah, so basically we get Brahm going around camp and setting up candles, making things smell good, cooking up some food, handing out blankets. Like Brahm is basically taking over
Jesus.
and yeah, just making everything very cozy and comfortable. People are looking to Brahm like they are going to definitely start following in that direction, as they seem to be well prepared, well equipped for this kind of a thing. Um, as you're going through talking, and you'll see different types of people that have gone through. Some of them are willing to pay you for the blankets if you'll take it. They'll offer a couple silver and just say, we lost everything, can we just buy this off of you to keep, not just give back.
Brahms, this is gonna sound so silly. Brahms actually just kind of like shakes his head anytime anybody tries to pay him for the stuff. Because like, and it's for different things, like depending on if people have coin and they like give him coin, or they like give him items.
Right.
Like he's just like, you can just give these things back once you get, there. And then depending on the person, he might never actually take them back.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So as you're setting up camp, as you're going through, and you're getting situated, it looks like people are pretty beaten down. Even our own laughter, it looks like. Do you set up watches? Do you talk? The night is basically yours to do with what you want. It is early. It would probably be sundown, just with that sun passing over the mountains. A little bit of that purple, that orange, that blue, that pink that comes through. But other than that, it is starting to get very, very tiresome at night, I guess.
I think Wesley's kind of a night owl, so he might take the first watch and play
Okay.
his drum and kind of like practice with kind of slam poetry, just like saying stupid shit like "Hell Rider," more like got hell inside her, and then playing the drum like in the fucking poetry clubs. He's like, no, that's not it. And he like keeps doing shit like that to keep himself occupied.
I love it. That's awesome.
Maybe if any of the citizens are like into it, they can sit around and give him attention while he's doing this.
Listen, I'm awake and judging you so gently, and I love you very much.
Like prestidigitates the little black beret cap on himself, and then a pair of sunglasses and a striped shirt.
Amazing.
So, as you start sitting down, you'll take first watch. Nothing really happens, Wesley. Most people are quiet, keeping to themselves. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward for you. If you want, you can talk with some of the people. I will say there's a few that have stayed up just to keep an eye on things as they're having a hard time falling asleep, but most everyone's trying to get ready for a long day, regardless of what they choose.
Yeah, I think he might ask some people like their life story, or
Okay,
maybe
fair enough.
like what they were doing before this all happened, and what their plans are when they get to Baldur's Gate. Because he just likes people's tragic stories.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of different things, like lived on the streets. I used to be a lumberjack. A few farmers that will talk to you. A typical merchant here and there, but they seem to be pretty quiet to themselves.
Cool, man. every once in a while when somebody like says a good line, just kind of play on the drums a little bit. Give them their own like punctuated ending to a line.
I love it. That's awesome. Yeah. So as you're going through, just for shits and giggles, just roll me a performance check.
Oh god. Okay. Right here. I think if I click that, maybe. Bad? Not bad.
Yeah, that's really good. So people, I think, were really enjoying the drumming, the slam poetry, because it's taking their minds off of everything. And so I think you're getting a lot of good responses from it.
Good snaps.
Yeah, good snaps. There you go. All right. And then who wants to take the next watch?
It's gonna be Laughter and Brahms.
All
Hells
right.
yeah.
Laughter and Brahms. So, Wesley, as you wind down for the night, you get yourself comfortable, you wake up Brahms and Brahms and Laughter. Maybe they're not even asleep, they might still be awake at that point, but you go over there, let them know, you get comfortable, you get situated, and you start to drift off. Hopefully a good dream that fills your mind, but I'll let you choose.
I was gonna say, like, why do you sound so threatening?
No, I'll let you choose your own
Nameless.
dream. Yeah, it's terrible. I'm definitely not gonna bring one of the dead three in this.
His dreams are usually something like kind of a stress dream or something where like
Fair.
you're looking for the bathroom in your house but you can't find it.
Fair enough. All right, Laughter and Brahm, what do you do for your watch? Anything unique, anything special? It's still very much like the other watch, just quiet.
Absolutely. Let me tell you. So Brahms starts off making like reheating any food for
Mhm.
anybody like left
Okay.
who like wants seconds or like whatever. And while that's like going, he's gonna like go up to Laughter just like casually. What would Laughter be doing?
At this point, since it's watch now, Laughter is probably just aimlessly wandering around the group of refugees, just making sure nothing's out of place and making sure everything's all good. Just quietly wandering.
I think when she comes by, he's gonna like close the distance, like in her paths. Like he just kind of waits.
An ambush predator.
And Laughter.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
Laughter just kind of stands there for a second and lets out a sigh. I'm not sure, honestly. Just worried is all. I'm a little mad too, but nothing I could have done to stop it, of course. So, no sense in holding on to that anger.
he will just kind of nod. You have something to hope for. I hope for their safety as well. And I will do everything in my power to help save those who I can.
Thank you.
When you want to talk about things more, I will happily listen.
Yeah. Maybe when it's a little less fresh. Is that okay?
It is perfectly understandable.
Thanks.
Do try to eat something.
Yeah, gotta have some strength to be the saviors of this or whatever. They'll give a shaky thumbs up and a half-hearted grin at them.
All
The
right.
gods.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're
How
good. You're good.
dare you?
How dare you? No. Pause for a dramatic effect.
Right.
The gods, time is weird in their eyes. I'm not saying we're not going to get into immediate danger, but we will be eased into it. I should know. Apparently. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. But he kind of gives the best reassuring smile he can.
Oh no.
He really tries, and it's really bad.
I love that.
And it's one of those things where it's a super serious smile, but he's trying.
Shows a little too much gum.
Yeah, too much gum and teeth, and it's a grimace.
Oh, he's that kid at
So
Picture
cute.
Day.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Me.
He's an idiot. I'm sorry.
I love him for this.
So cute.
We will save them. We will do everything we can. And we will have the time. And we will be the people at some point. It isn't soon. It could be years away. Who knows? Time's weird.
I'll be honest, that part kind of worries me. If it
How
is years
so?
away. I mean, I have a little brother that is just gone now. You worship Lathander, right?
I do.
He was training to be an acolyte of Lathander. If he was talking to you, why didn't he say something to my brother?
He kind of crosses his arms and he looks a little puzzled. Kind of like cocks his head to the side. I do apologize if this is too informal. This is what I remember my first time doing this. The memories will come back, but I apparently am a reincarnation of a hero. And he looks very puzzled.
Oh.
And I do not know why I'm reincarnated. I just am. I know that it has to do with Lythander.
Okay.
So whatever path you are going to, whatever things it may be, it leads to Lythander. And I have heard that there are spells to bring people back. I can see about perhaps procuring such things. If we were to get stronger, if you were to continue this.
Yeah, no, I definitely plan on continuing this. I want to make sure my family is safe. That's an interesting situation you're in, and also
Odd. Horrible.
yeah. Those are some words for it, yeah. But also, thanks for the offer, I suppose.
Everything apparently happens for reasons. On which do not know. But do you know that the offer will always remain good for whatever? We are apparently supposed to trust each other. And so I will do everything in my power to make sure that you and your goals are safe.
Well then, I'll do my damnedest to make sure you're safe. Thank you.
He kind of like actually smiles. It's kind of like it's a bit of like a pleased thing of just like, oh yes, good. It's been understood. And he kind of like reaches down and pats Laughter on their shoulder.
Laughter will smile and kind of pat their hand on their shoulder. I should probably eat something and then I'll keep making sure the camp's safe.
I will keep watch.
Good luck.
You as well.
Don't hurt them, Nameless. Don't you fucking dare. Let them be.
And we have zero idea this lore drop happened.
I
Get
am
dunked on.
I am curious
Yeah,
if
what
this
are you
is
curious
allowed
about?
or not. As Cole is awake, I could be in an area that it doesn't work. Would I roll to see if I heard any of this, or should I assume that they're not within earshot of the main camp, or we're setting up for sleep?
Yeah, you can roll to see. It would
I
be a perception check.
I,
I
I,
would
I want to
say like
at least check with Brahm and Laughter. Like, did you guys step away from the main camp area where we are?
Oh, Brahm has no tact whatsoever.
Yeah, no, and Laughter was wandering around in camp.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like it could have been like, like legitimately, Brahms doesn't care who actually overhears this.
Okay. Do I even should I even bother rolling then?
You know what? That's a good point. No, don't roll. You heard.
My ears hear a lot.
I already decided Wes is asleep, so
Oh no.
so he's.
we will fill you.
You can
Wesley,
leave me
my
in the dark.
glum little friend, do I have news for you? Eat your cereal and I'll fill you in.
Tell me, bitch.
But I could take final watch if need be.
Okay.
Oh my god, you definitely just woke up a little bit earlier and then like wandered around and you found us, didn't you?
What? What?
Like, was you woke up for your watch because we'd be the ones keeping watch, so you would have had to like woken up early.
Right.
For your watch.
Cole puts on like a little over dramatic like yawn. Hook. Well, it's time to be awake and watching. How was? Hello, Willow. Yeah. Okay, hold on. There's a neighborhood cat along with a neighborhood rooster.
Oh my god.
Okay. How was everything? He kind of like looks at them.
Oh, hey. Good. Chill. You know.
Oh, good to hear. You two then get some sleep. But very quick. Brom. I just not to take up your time. I wanted to apologize if I seemed angry at you for, knowing anything beforehand. I'm not a man who enjoys being tossed around and used at other people's whims. So yes, Willow. Yes, I know. Go away. Ow. He bites me. But I just, I it's the situation. It's not you. That's all. Sorry for my lack of tact.
He just kind of like smiles warmly and like sticks his like hand on his shoulder.
What? You're not gonna throw me, are you?
He just kind of like huffs. Your apology is accepted, my friend.
Okay, good. That was weighing on me a little bit, but good. Thank you. But run off now. You've done so much more than everyone else here. Go get your sleep along with Laughter. I'm gonna scoop you up and put you over here.
Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice. I need the rest.
Yeah. Listen, I'll strangle the rooster if it tries to wake you up any sooner. Just get your sleep.
Darn rooster.
That darn rooster.
That darn rooster. I think Brahms just kind of like he's given away like everything. He's let people use his tent. He's let people use his blankets. He's let people use his bed.
Hold on, Cole does pause and he's like, I'm sorry, where are you going to sleep?
Like legitimately, he's probably like propped against like one of the trees nearby. Just
and like Cole's
legs
like
crossed,
muttering
arms, like,
kind
in
of
front
like
him.
Cole muttering, kind of annoyed. He's like, no, hold on. His own pack that he put down, he puts it in front of From, puts the blanket down and points at it. It's like, here. Go on.
Are these for me?
Yes. I'm not using them right now. You need not a stump. Here.
I will prestidigitate them in the morning. Thank
Do
you.
what? What? Do what?
Clean in the morning.
Oh, I was like, please don't change my things. But yes, yes. You're fine. It's fine. I hardly use them. Just please rest here at this spot. Points. I'm gonna do my watch. Goodbye.
He just kind of looks and then cocks his head. And he just gently, but you can tell there's a lot of care put into it. Where he places the things down and he gets in very gently.
I think that he's too long for it.
He probably is.
Cole's a small man.
Weird weasel man.
All right, but bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. My tail does flip behind me, and we're gonna do our little watch, see how everything's going. Is Reyna awake by chance, or is she fast asleep? Which I
Rhea?
hope she is. Rhea, yes, thank you.
Yeah, she can be up for you.
Oh, no. She can be. It's more me checking in. Me hitting her with a pillow. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
She would be fast asleep if not woken
That's
up.
okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. Yeah, I actually did not. If she was gonna be like, I'm gonna be awake, I'm like, nope. Go to sleep. But yeah, no, I will kind of stroll around camp, keep an eye on things. Definitely. I'm not gonna wander too far away by any means, but I am taking a couple paces closer towards where Elturel was, and looking at the hole and just kind of seeing if I hear anything, see anything. Making sure nothing's coming out from there.
Yeah, so as you look, it's eerily quiet. Nothing. No wildlife besides that of the rooster that is with the group. Yeah, just eerily quiet, devoid of life, hot, steamy, looks desolate, Yeah, nothing really that looks like there's coming, it would be coming through by any means.
Awesome. That's as much as thieves or bandits can be a thing. That was the main concern. Is what's making sure no movement comes from there. So, awesome. Okay. Yeah. Then otherwise, I do keep my eye on it, but I just do my little watch.
Okay. Yeah, the watch for the most part goes very smoothly. A couple people toss and turn, making loud noises, but as the group starts getting up and getting ready for the day, everyone starts to toss and turn and wake up and get going with the sunlight as it pops over the mountains. People seem to be hopeful, although quiet and reserved this morning. I'm sure you guys are doing some rations before you guys split up. Those going other places, those following you, right?
Yeah, I give all my rations away. I'm good.
Okay, fair enough.
Goodbye.
So as you're cooking and giving away things, and as you're waking up in the morning, it's a different type of day. It starts raining. You get that overhead cloud that's barely letting the sunlight through, It feels uncomfortable. The road ahead's going to be long. It's going to be annoying with this rain. It's going to probably slow things down, but you know, it's only a day's journey away. As only a few people choose to go towards the north, towards Triel and Sobar, and onward up towards some of the high moors in the Misty Forest. Most are going to Baldur's Gate, knowing that's where the best opportunity lies for them. As you're gathering things up, packing up camp, right? Packing up bed rolls, breaking down tarps, folding blankets. Yeah, go ahead.
I go to wake up Wesley, and I shake him by the shoulder, like, Wesley, I have something very interesting. I have something very interesting to tell you. And he kind of like cups a hand like over his ear. He kind of like tells the quick lore drop about Braum. Thought you'd want to know.
Oh shit!
Right?
The fuck? All right.
Right.
I mean, I guess stranger things have happened.
True. I just thought we'd all be in the loop. Good morning.
Good morning. I need to change before we head out.
I suppose, yes.
That has nothing to do with what I was dreaming about last night, but I need to change.
Oh, that's fine. Bushes over there. Go have fun.
Thank you. Waddles away into the bushes to change his pants because he did not successfully find the bathroom in the dream.
I glance back like, oh, bless him. I just keep going.
Or I guess he could just prestidigitate the piss out of his pants.
There you go.
There we go.
I like changing the clothes because
I do like the idea of forgetting that he could do that because he's just
it's just like goofy to me.
Shuffling in the bedroll to the bush, just to prestidigitate, then come back.
Oh, bless him for that.
All right. Anything else that you guys say or do before you send? Maybe like a percentage, like a 3% of the people that have gathered up. You're probably looking at like of the 25 people that are here. Maybe 4 of them are choosing to go a different direction.
Do we think we need to split up kind of among the people to I think we can just stay in one group.
Oh, I mean, I suppose. Normally a shepherd, and their dogs kind of split up, but we can stay in the front, it's fine.
I'm not a dog, but
oh, I'm a dog. Anyway, yes, it's fine, we can all stay together.
I mean, if anybody has a better understanding of how to do this, because I've never had to shepherd refugees before.
I mean, it might be wise to have some in the front and some in the back in case something follows us from here.
True. Alright, well, we can do 2 and 2, and Rhea can pick which side they want to be on.
Rhea. No.
So yeah, Rhea will be like, I'll lead. I want to be first in case anything happens.
Good idea.
Good plan.
Can I say Braum probably picks up the rear?
I was gonna say that too for
Makes
laughter. Shakes your hand.
Wesley! He kind of like puts an arm around him and like forces him to go in the front with him. You've been chosen.
Alright. I'm gonna
Perfect.
get taken down. I'd rather it be from the front than behind anyway.
Insane.
All right. So you get onto these horses that you got just the other day.
Oh yeah!
And you start to ride. The people are walking or carrying carts or pushing carts rather, pulling different various sized things to try to make any sort of transport easier, but it takes you a long time. It is a long journey. And by that, I mean, yeah.
Can I say something really stupid?
Yeah.
At any point in time, if there's any elderly people like lagging behind, Brahms 100% goes off his horse.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh.
Fair enough,
I
Of
bro.
course he does.
Laughter would probably do the same. They can hoof it along just fine without a horse doing it for them.
Hoof it like a horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
That's good to know, because as you start to get closer to Baldur's Gate,
Don't.
things
don't.
change.
Please.
Please
Please don't do this to me.
So as you
Do
start to
it,
get
Tanner. Give us
closer,
pain.
as you start to get closer to Baldur's Gate, you see a beautiful city right up on this river. What is it? How do I say that? Kianthar, right? You see this beautiful city right up on this river as you start to make your way about, we'll say right about here, right? You see a crowd of people start to gather up, and they start to watch you all get closer, and then a bunch of guards start to appear.
Oh.
And all these guards start pointing at all of you. And then, unfortunately, in a single word, in a single sweep of motion, the very gate to the city closes. And people start freaking out. It is nighttime. It is raining. People start getting uncomfortable. People start getting, I don't want to say righty, but they start getting unrestless as they just walked all day. And now they're being denied entry. The guards look to you, not to every, specifically the group, but to the growing crowd of people. We're not letting you in. We don't know what happened to Elturel, and we don't want to make anything happen to Baldur's Gate. You need to find shelter elsewhere.
I'm sorry, are you saying that the refugees here are responsible for that?
We don't know if they're responsible. They could be. This guard doesn't look like an official guard, I should say. He's got flaming fist
Oh, he's a fake cop.
apparel on. So he's definitely not official city guards, but more of mercenary hired guards. You would have known that coming in, I should say. I say as people start growing unrestless, a few people start lashing out, and even a fight starts breaking out. Guards start freaking out, right? They start losing their minds, grabbing people, throwing them to the ground, taking people and dragging them over to the side, and a whole slew of guards start running out. And that is when we'll come here to this map.
Oh, we need to calm the situation.
That's when you see a captain of the guard start to walk forward and try to gather some sort of, what do you call it? Some sort of civility back into this moment. What do you guys do? What do you say as this just chaos is happening around you?
A quick question for you, Nameless.
Yeah.
Was older Ravengard in charge of the Flaming Fist?
Older Ravengard should be, but because I kept screwing up the name of the first session, Ravengard is part of the Hell Riders.
Okay.
You do know the leader of the Flaming Fist, however, you just had a meeting with him, and that wasn't Onthar Froome, but that was Gideon Lightward.
Yes, Gideon Lightward.
Yeah, those were the two names that I got mixed up in the module, so I'm just trying to replace them as best as I can here.
Okay.
But yes, you would know Gideon Lightward as the name to drop here.
So we met with him because we know. Okay. I'm trying to think who that is.
Okay, in my notes, because Wesley also takes notes this is canon. I put Gideon, leader of the Flaming, knows most about Cult of the Dragon, seeks power and money, and easy to reason with.
Yes.
So, we could demand to speak to their manager.
That's what I intended to do.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we are. I'm
on your
kind of
Karen wigs.
I am like I'm trying to remain on my horse and move through. If there's like a guard and a citizen like issue in front of me, like I use like the butt of my great axe to try to like part them and like back away the guard a little bit. And I do call him out. It's like, we're here to meet with Gideon. There's no need for this.
One of the people that approached will start to call out, all right, gather yourselves, gather yourselves. Who said Gideon? Who is these people? Gideon who? The person that looks like they're in charge will say.
Don't you know your own boss? Gideon Lightward.
Gideon Lightward sent you and these refugees here.
Well, we're here to speak to him. He knows us.
Yes.
We were doing work for him recently.
Yeah. Yes, we were doing work for him recently.
Very fine work.
And I don't know how he'd feel about you harassing the people that are in charge.
You know, it's just a simple precaution. We were just making sure that none of these people were going to bring whatever curse that happened to Elturel over here to Baldur's Gate.
It's a better way of going about it, but
I'm not aware of any rituals that banish curses that involve pushing people and insulting their mothers.
But I'd like to suggest that we calm everything down. Please let us in. We will keep things civil and fair towards the front of the city. And we need to speak to your boss.
All right, open the gates. Open the gates.
Appreciated, thank you.
Fling open. Well, they don't fling open. That's pretty slow, actually, because it's on a chain. But the gates do open. And as the gates open, people start to gather themselves. The crowd starts to calm. However, the tensions are still very, very high. It is, you could cut with the scissors the air and the tension as the guards are staring at some of the refugees. And then the captain will pull you, as you, the group, and Rhea up and forward into this little area. As they will pull you kind of into this, I guess, meeting room, middle section of this gate tower. It's pretty open, but they whisper despite the echo that kind of occurs because of the natural size and placement of this area. Gideon hasn't been back.
At all?
Same with, Duke Older Ravengard. We don't know what's happening. That's why we're so suspicious. That's why everything's on edge. There's been no real word of what's happened. We just know that ever since this fallen destruction, I don't know what happened, disappearance of a city, people just started coming to our city, demanding refugees, demanding space. We can't offer that. I mean, we could.
Are you saying that there are
but
others other than our group that are coming in demanding space?
There was a couple groups earlier. They
From
were
the same
small.
place. From Elturel. Okay.
Well, they not from Elturel, passing by Elturel, saying that they were supposed to meet there, had to journey the entire night just to make it here, and then they demanded that they can stay at an inn, refuel, get better, but they refused any information on what had happened.
What do you mean, like they didn't want to give it up, or they didn't know?
They didn't know.
Alright, well, I wouldn't quite say they refused, but, has anyone from any other towns or cities reported a city disappearing?
No. Nothing.
Just
unfortunately.
Elturel.
Just Elturel.
Alright.
Well, good. At least in the sense that it's not spreading. Listen, if... I'm sorry, what is your name?
Captain Zodge.
Oh, you say that so proudly. Thank you, Captain Zodge. I'm Cole. If you'd like, we can fill you in as to what we know. That way we're all on the same page. But from what we can see, from what we've heard, this is not some silly little curse that, a lone farmer can do. This is much different. And it might be wise for you to understand in case you need to be on guard as well.
Do you think it has to do with the Dead Three?
I won't discount that. You have wonderful acoustics here. I enjoy talking to you here. I suggest that we go somewhere quieter if we can.
Fair. Quieter.
Fuck, Wesley, what's the notes? Who's the captain guy that we name dropped?
Gideon Lightward.
Gideon, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Does Gideon have an office that we can access?
Yes. I say that hopingly. I don't have keys, but I'm sure somebody would. Or we could just, listen,
Anywhere, really.
anywhere? Well, let's just go to the
That's-
Elf Song Tavern. I have a room that's a little quieter, that's a little more reserved. Got a couple enchantments on it in case anyone's got an ear to the door. Is that fair?
I love that.
All right. Well, to the Elf Song Tavern it is. Does
Hold on,
anyone? Any objections?
I was like, I
from
looked to my
anyone?
companions like, apologies. Do you want to meet anywhere else? And then he kind of like eyes them like, or at all.
I mean,
Brom just kind of like nods and like walks towards them like it's no big deal.
there's
Laughter.
enchantments on the place. Sounds good with me.
All right. To the Elf
Agreed.
Song Tavern, then. Sorry, Wesley. Oh, what's that?
Sorry, I just said I agree.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Elf Song Tavern it is.
Elf Song Tavern. All right. So you start making your way through the city, and as you cross the gates into Baldur's Gate, it is happening. It is, I don't want to say crazy in the sense of like, I guess the best way to put it is there is so much happening around you that it is really hard to focus. You got some people that are jumping around doing acrobatic tricks trying to make some money. You got some people, you got bards that are playing music. Yeah, we'll take a break in 5 minutes. What do you say? How about that?
Yeah, get through your thing.
Yeah, let me just spiel this out and then we'll take a
Do
quick
the
break.
thing.
So yeah, it's as you're entering in, you know, people are dancing, people are singing, there's groups, there's performers, there's people that are begging for money, there's people that are giving money, there's people that are charitable, walking around, clerics, priests, blessing others. Like, there is so much happening from the literal moment you step inside the Baldur's Gate. that it is almost too much to take in, that the guards have to remind you, hey, we're moving towards the Self-Song Tavern. Unless anyone does anything else, you head straight there.
Actually, there's one thing that he does stop for.
Okay.
So he waits for all the refugees to like get through the gate,
Right.
and
This man is a treasure.
he does, but it's like he's about to do something really silly, because like in his brain the morals are correct. At the end of it, he collects anything that like people wanted to give back to him, and he collects donations. It is not for the services, it is not for whatever. People have already made it. Nobody has to donate anything. Like the box is off to the side.
Okay.
But like it is just one of those things where he just has it out there. And if anybody wanted to give to him, he would take it.
Are you like saying anything, performing something, giving like a pitch?
This is just
Not perform.
No, he's not performing for anything. Like this man is purely just being like, I want the refugees out, but like if you guys who previously tried to pay me for stuff wanted to donate to like continue this work that he is doing
Okay.
as like his own survival type things, then they can.
Okay. Fair. Yeah,
We
you
can buy
definitely get some people that
wonderful room
contribute.
with that money.
Like it sounds so silly, but he just like it's his little box, and then he just like does whatever, and like if people want to give him stuff, they give him stuff.
Yeah, you get basic things, you know, some gold. Not much, maybe like a total of 3 gold. Most of it's silvers. You know, you'll
Maybe
get
a
about.
child he helped puts their little teddy bear in it.
I love that
Like,
actually.
yeah,
That's
I
a great
imagine
thing.
that.
A little toy or something that'll come in. Yeah,
Aw.
absolutely. That's a great idea.
Enchanted item. Cute teddy bear.
Enchanted teddy bear.
You kid, but I'm actually putting that in my equipment right
Perfect.
now.
Oh,
Perfect.
good, do it.
So you get some basic things, and in fact, you get one special thing as well besides this teddy bear, a potion of healing.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
shit.
I'll take that. That's fucking goddamn. Who the fuck did we accidentally save?
Yeah.
You can gather
Like a
it's coming
noble among
from
us.
a merchant that seemed to have pocketed just in case something happened on the road.
Mhm.
But since there's no use for it, they made it. They just smiled and say thank you and hand you a decent sized little potion of healing.
Oh my god, bless them. Like he just like he's very humble about it. And like he thanks the man profusely.
Of course, there's a handshake, maybe a hug if you let him. But then he
Absolutely. Like it's a very like gentle like it's very interesting because like it looks kind of like manufactured, but you know it's a warm hug.
right,
Like you know it's a good hug.
especially from the size of Braum. Braum
Oh,
is
yeah.
a genuinely big person, so it's definitely an encompassing hug, which they enjoy.
Amazing hugs.
But for there, as we get to the Elf Song Tavern, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, go to the restroom, grab some drinks,
Eat a burger.
eat a burger. I'm going to put us on the BRB screen, and then we'll come back to this. Hopefully I can play some music and it all works out. I think this will work. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, we'll hit the BRB screen right now. Give me 1 second. And then I just need to mute us. Because my mic is on still. All right, so hopefully I am back. Let me pause Spotify, drop that, and make sure everything else is good.
Thank God the rooster made it.
If the
Fucking
rooster's still here. Siren's gay.
Cock-a-doodle play of the game.
All right, so basically, Zodge brings you into this area, and this place is crazy. There's, well, let's just say the first thing you see when you walk in is a giant troll that is like moving a herd of people over and trying to make it to the stairs, because up the stairs you can hear what sounds to be a genuine fight outbreaking. Or breaking out, I guess. But then Zodge brings you into this corner room. Over here you can place your tokens. Let's see if I got a token for Zodge. I thought I did. Maybe on that other map. Huh. Interesting. Oh yeah, here we go. So you get in, and let me change this from outside to something a little quieter in this quiet room. Everything, as you close the doors, I should say, everything gets quieter. It's almost like there's an enchantment that has made this room not soundproof or not silent, but there's no echo, there's no reverberation off the wall. There's it's just a peaceful, dead silence, accompanied by what seems to be a looping lute that has been magically enchanted to play the same song. Not same song, but same kind of melody over. And as that's going off, Captain Zodge will just be like, listen, Gideon Lightward, we don't know. Duke Holzer Ravengard, we don't know what just happened. Those were our two connects for something big. We thought by the Cult of the Dead 3 that everything was going to be simple, was going to be smooth, but that doesn't seem to be the case. What's that?
I mean, it kind of was simple. We took care of the issue that was out near Elturel in the Elderguard woods, and it was handily dealt with.
We did, however, find a few things of possible interest. Wesley, you have the what are those again?
I have fancy little dragons.
Yes, that's
Little dragon figurines.
Each dragon. Do you show them to him?
I don't think so. I think I
Okay.
just say I have them.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we did find those. We found a note speaking about connections in Baldur's Gate, which we were going to relay to both of our connections.
A letter about stolen treasure. Which I don't remember exactly what it said, but it talked about stolen treasure.
Letter of stolen treasure. Anything else?
Do we want to tell them about what was inside the altar?
I suppose there's a couple more things. If he looks over, just like double checking with Laughter and Brom, like how do they look? Is it all right to continue?
Could I do kind of like a vibe check on this
good
Captain
idea.
Zodge person, just kind of insight them and see how they're taking this information, like what their general vibes are, more or less.
Yeah, roll me that at advantage insight.
15. 15. I'll take that over the
Okay,
one.
so yeah.
Actually, can I give
Yeah.
her guidance?
Yeah.
Thanks. Is that a D4?
Yes, it is.
Scrumptious. Yes.
Yeah.
18.
Yummy, yummy.
18. All right, perfect. So with an 18, you are able to gather up that Captain Zodge, despite her tough demeanor, right? And I guess I should have described Captain Zodge a little bit more, and I apologize about that. I'll just blow up the token here so you can see. She is a human with dark black, well, I guess kind of brownish blackish hair. She's got black eyes and kind of pale skin, wears heavy armor that is proudly displayed and throws a little what do you call it, cape over the top of it. But yeah, she looks at everyone, and she looks rather if you're doing the insight, she very interested but also concerned, a genuine concern upon their face.
Okay. If it is genuine, Laughter's gonna kind of give a small nod to Cole then.
Second, hold on. Okay. We did find a couple other things. There was mention of a knife, I believe. Laughter, do you have that on you? Wait, hold on. Out of the game. I saw you wrote "and a knife." Is that an item that's in the? Is that a reference to an actual item that we got?
I
think
kind of
we-
remember that.
Yeah, didn't we find like a crazy knife in the altar, Tanner?
The bone.
It was a rose.
Oh, it was a
With
rose.
a very sharp edge, right, with the blood kind of on it.
That's why I was thinking knife.
That's what I was.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I was referring to.
Apologies,
when I asked about the altar thing.
Apologies. Sometimes a rose can be just as sharp as a knife. But we found this, and he produces
Rose
a
on a
rose.
grave.
And
Captain
then
Zodge
he also...
immediately stands up and throws her back to the wall.
What
Where
is
did
it?
you
What
find
is-
this?
Beneath the altars that we destroyed.
Do you have any idea what you have?
No.
Oh, there's been rumors about this. I never thought I would see one in person. See, the Dead Three believe Baal. Well, I should say not all three of the Dead Three, but those that worship Baal of the Dead Three believe that Baal has many descendants. I think they call them Baal spawn. And this rose, if it is what I think it is, indicates that of a Baal spawn.
Do you mean like within the immediate area? Or just...
Within the immediate vicinity of the rose.
You think it was one of the ones we killed?
If it was a ball spawn, that thing would have... Sorry, thing, I'll call it, would have been much more difficult, I think.
You don't think
They were
that's
watching.
what they were after, do you?
I mean, they didn't even seem aware of it. It was more or less within the altar. I mean, we destroyed it and then found it within.
It's a good sign then. They didn't know. Well,
Should we destroy it? Then.
Captain Zodge will look and nod. I think whatever information this would give you would only lead to more tragedy.
Fun. then we have possibly a little more tragedy to offer you, if you don't mind. And he kind of pulls out the that sort of freaky ass bone that he pulled as well.
Okay.
Does this seem familiar to you?
Give me 1 second. Yes. So basically, Captain Zodge will look this over, right? And he'll be like, "Hey, this bone that looks like it's just a regular human bone," but as they kind of like clap it on their hand, they'll be like, I mean, I've heard of something that could be used in basic rituals to help ensure some sort of witness or maybe a certain event. It's called a bone of an animation. It's pretty uncommon. You can control a skeleton. I don't know if that's of interest, but controlling a skeleton or an undead to do something devious or terrible would be not something I want in the public's hand as they look at this.
I agree. And he goes to hold his hand out for it, which is why I want to get rid of it. Does she hand it over?
There's a slight hesitation before she pushes it towards you.
Just curious if it, had anything to do with our new friend Ballspawn.
I wouldn't say necessarily. I would say it sounds more of a Mercule thing.
True.
Well, I guess if we've shown the bone, I pull out the dragons too, the little figurines.
We have a lot.
Wait, yeah, I found these.
One of each color. Interesting. Cult of the Dragon, definitely. Screams T-Mat if I've ever seen it. If you have it, I don't know what value would bring to you besides a good seller. Maybe somebody that likes dragons? You don't hear a voice when you hold it, do you?
Not that I've noticed. Has anyone else touched these figurines other than me?
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
I don't think anyone else did.
Sometimes when people touch, artifacts of Tiamat, they lose their minds and become sociopathic.
Well, I don't think that's me, so. Do we want to pass them around for the group?
I have my full.
See if
Lucas
anything.
bone.
All right. Just
Yeah,
shove 'em back in
I
my
like-
pocket.
Was
I
that
like
all that? Yeah,
keeping
go
my
ahead.
faculties. I don't want to touch it.
You didn't find anything else, did you? Just some dragons carved. It looks like a rose, and
This
a
note.
bone. What
Well,
note?
we mentioned. Hold on. Let me. And he kind of asks for it from Wesley, our wonderful note taker.
Excuse me.
And he hands it back over to her. It's like it had some information about, possible. Oh fuck! What was it? Wesley, help me! What was it again?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
There was a note that we found in relation to Baldur's Gate specifically.
What the?
Yes,
Well, a
you
note
are right.
said that the Bane guy has ties specifically to Baldur's Gate.
There he is. Yeah.
And
We didn't even go to that bathhouse.
That's exactly right. The bathhouse is where
I
all
didn't
the
write down
meetings
what it
were.
was.
Guys, I got it. I got the note. I found it. It's okay. It says, head to
Oh,
the
yeah.
bathhouse and Baldur's Gate and retrieve our queen's stolen treasure. The bathhouse is located in the northern portion of the lower city, and it has walled gardens and frolicking nymphs carved into its front gates. If Duke Vanter, whatever the fuck his name is, thinks
Vantanther.
he can use our queen's treasure to buy the loyalty of the Cult of the Dead 3, she is sorely mistaken. I'll be looking for you in Baldur's Gate when I arrive. Bring the treasure to me, then, or Altus will come for you.
Worm speaker
Resmir.
Resmir. The worm
Does
is a
any of that
dragon, I think.
Yeah, does any of that ring a bell for you?
Those cold bastards. They're using the bathhouse? Oh, that's a staple in the community. I've never imagined. Excuse me, I keep coughing. I never imagined that they would stoop to such a level. The bathhouse is so wonderful. The people there are so nice. Oh,
Do you think the people in the bathhouse are perhaps involved?
there's only one way to find out. But if I go in there myself, they're going to know right away something is up.
All right. Well, if we insist, I'll go in the bathhouse.
Of course. Well, we will. Go ahead.
You willingly will go into a bathhouse that's run
I
by
was-
the Cult of the Dead 3?
I was being a little tongue in cheek.
Oh,
but
fair.
I
Actually,
mean,
I've heard that Wesley loves bathhouses.
I love a good bath.
Yes, he would love
And houses.
to help you with this. Isn't that right?
Yes. Absolutely. I love naked people in baths.
I just want to point out that if anybody's paying attention, Brahms is just kind of like nodding, being like, you can see his like shoulder shrugging, like him talking himself into like, I could use a bath. That seems nice.
Who hasn't soiled their pants at night?
Yeah. So some of us need a bath more than the others. We can certainly look into this. But what we need is safety for the people that came with us. And balls, I don't know what to negotiate with everyone. We need to kind of figure out what happened to Elturel. If any of this is related to that, that's part of our duty as well.
I mean, what happened? What did you see?
We didn't see anything. We heard it. But we spoke to some of the refugees, and it happened all at once. The earth cracked open, and chains came out, gripped the city. Things were crawling up the chains, and it was a lot at once. I'm sure other people have the details, but it just happened.
I think
Was
someone.
the biblically accurate version of hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Doesn't sound like that of... What purpose would Tiamat have of doing this? The Cult of the Dragon doesn't sound like they would be capable of such a powerful swing. Especially that of a dragon that wants prize, treasure, hoarding it. No, it sounds something else.
Did we mention at all that the person being sacrificed on the altar that we found was a Cult of the Dragon?
We did not.
Maybe we should mention that just in case.
Dear Wesley.
I just remembered. When we found the altar, the person being sacrificed upon it was a Cult of the Dragon member. I forget the specific title I was able to glean from them. It was
Important.
Wasn't Deathstalker, was it?
a dragon wing.
Ah,
That's what the
assassin.
god of the universe told me in my head.
Dragon Wing. That would be an assassin. Somebody sneaking around trying to gather information, maybe influence something? No, this does not seem like their happenings.
Then what about
I mean,
the
maybe it's a pissing contest between two cults and it just got out of hand.
That's an exceptional drop out of hand.
Well, maybe you can find something out in the bathhouse. Maybe all this guessing is simply
Pointless.
pointless until we actually talk to somebody.
Get to the
who may-
bathhouse?
I don't want to say like.
All right, swimsuits on, everyone.
All right, we're all getting naked. I mean, Brom's completely okay with it.
Captain Zodge will be like, listen, if you're going to the bathhouse and we're committed, is it better to go during the day or night?
I mean, what are the hours for this place?
Exactly.
When do the perverts go?
It's
Oh my gosh.
it's 24 hours, and I do not know when they go.
I assume nighttime is when so maybe we should go during the day.
I mean, we want to.
Or maybe we should go at night if the
Can we
perverts are more
go?
likely
Can we go around like 5, 6, 7-ish o'clock? Where like the
Happy
bathhouse
hour.
would be.
We catch
no,
both.
Like it's like it would be one of those things where it's like, you know, we're getting the information, we're talking to people who like live around here, who like go to this bathhouse just regularly.
Yeah, like
Okay.
after
People are
work.
getting off of work.
People
and
are getting
everyone's
off of
going in.
work.
Happy
a
hour.
9 to 5 classic work model introduced by Ford in good old
Thank
Baldur's
you,
Gate.
Ford.
Okay, so going in around 5, 6, 7, talking to
Yeah.
some of the locals, getting to feel it out. Yeah, of course. So Captain Zodge will just be like, yes, that sounds much better. I'm glad that I have you here. I would have just sent a group of people at night and just tried to destroy the place.
I love a good, just bit of destruction, but we may need to be a little more subtle than that. We are
Especially
happy
if
to
this
help.
is a favorite location of people. We don't want to destroy the bathhouse.
I mean, if this
Shame.
bathhouse is responsible for the disappearance of a city,
It's a leap in logic. I was saying there's a possibility, but we don't have to, crucify them yet.
It's also not the bathhouse's
just
fault.
kind of
It's
like cocks his head. Are we talking strategies? Actually, because I do have one.
what do you think?
Strategically, going in, getting information from the locals, figuring out the place, blending in with everybody. We gather information and we find when we can hit them and where we can hit them the hardest. When the time comes, whenever we see fit, we strike.
We are using very charged words. That's a beautiful plan. Aren't we just looking for this treasure and making sure that the person doesn't get it? What are we striking?
Whatever we need to, the information's at the bathhouse. If nothing's there, if it's not, controlled. There's
Well, I
far
say-
more possibilities to this than one may think.
Sure. No, and I'm not saying your plan is horrible. I'm just like double checking because I have cotton in my ears to a degree and want to make sure I didn't miss something.
fluffy boy.
we try.
I think we strike opportunity,
All right.
and that's what we strike.
we can report back as soon as we've, looked into it at least. No
Can
need to
you-
send in gods or anything.
Can you give me a time frame? Listen, I don't want to say that if anything happens negatively, but if you don't appear to me in a certain amount of time, I want to know when it is appropriate to send my people in.
Darn! And he kind of like looks to the group. I don't expect us to.
What you can do is have heavier patrols around the area. Some people blending in, and when chaos may happen and things go south, we have backup. But
I say by
just
sunup?
backup.
That's a reasonable amount of time if we don't appear by sunup.
I mean, we wanted
who would
to
take
go
a bath for...
at like 5 or 6 or 7 in the evening, and it's past that point by now. Maybe the next morning after that.
So, beautiful, yes. Whatever these are, yes.
Okay.
Whatever we agreed on, yes. I agree with it.
I think, what time is it now?
The time now is late. By the time everyone got there, it'd be evening. Probably close to... probably close to 6, actually.
Oh,
Okay,
cool. And
so-
I thought it was like earlier in the day, but cool. Okay.
If we go like now, that's like pretty close to our time. And then if we say like, if by sunrise we're not back, then something probably happened to us. As long as we don't fucking forget to come back. Then it's probably assumed like, yeah, something bad went down, and we should probably have the place raided, right? There's not like a ton of innocent people going to the bathhouse and like staying there all the way to sunup, right?
No. To be
No.
clear,
Probably-
so we are
it's probably
all on the same
perverts.
page here. This is a bad place that we are going into, correct?
Is it a
Potentially.
bad place?
I mean,
so
it's
what
a
I
meeting place of
what I
bad people.
understand is that it is a place beloved by everybody, and for as far as we know, it is a reputable business. It's doing very well,
Yes.
and that there is some treasure hiding in there that some less savory people are looking for. So
But we also know that it is controlled by a cult.
Is it controlled by? Let me see that note. Hold on, I need glasses.
We're really just looking out for the names Duke Van Thampur, Wormspeaker Resmir, and Oltis. Bring the treasure to me. Then
It couldn't be the...
or Oltis will come for you. And the letter is from Wormspeaker Resmir.
Is that Captain?
I'm sorry, I have so many weird questions.
Yeah, so Captain Zodge
We're
would
too
just be
stupid.
like, it's just the band thumpers. If you can gather evidence, we can assist, but the Van Thumpers are a powerful family. They control many aspects and districts within Baldur's Gate. That which
this
is
sounds like-
prestigious areas.
This sounds like they have our queen's treasure, which we can extrapolate based on the name Wormspeaker. Worm being close to dragon. That's Tiamat's treasure. Tiamat? I don't know how to pronounce that. To buy the loyalty of the Cult of the Dead free. So, there's definitely some inter-dragon dead shit going on.
Interesting.
That's just my reading of
So
the
like,
note.
so out of character. It's just
Yeah.
fucked up shit that we're going into. Like
It's just
we're,
there's
we're
multiple
expecting
cults.
A fight. We're expecting a
Yeah.
fight in here. Let's
There's
be
multiple
real.
cults. There's somebody
I actually
expecting...
was not entirely certain. I wasn't sure if we were gathering information to bring back. But if we wanted to say that, I think that is fine. I'm here.
Yeah, no, 100%. What I think should happen, and you were able to correct me if I am wrong, and if somebody does not agree, I will happily. Like, we should go in. We should be chill as fuck. And
we
when
should remember
something-
the
or,
note
like,
Wait, well, let Oath finish really quick.
Sorry, so sorry.
You're good.
We should be chill as fuck. And then if it comes a time where like things look like it is getting hairy, we either leave or we stand.
No, that
Correct?
sounds. I agree with that 100%. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. That's all I needed to know.
Okay. Like I
guess
was like, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, I guess in my head, this note indicates that there's going to be some covert people going to try and meet with the person who we killed, who this note was on. So it's not gonna be like an out in the open thing. It's gonna be like, Warm Speaker Resmir is going to be expecting to meet this agent of Bane, who had the note on them, and they are expecting treasure to be brought to them, which I can assume is the dragons.
And I think like they lead into each other, where what Oath is saying is that is a possibility. If we come across this happening, this going on, if this encounter is dangerous, we either fight or flee. I think that's what they're trying to like solidify.
Yes.
So
I just
it
don't think an
could be-
encounter will happen because one of the parties is dead. And that's who we took the note from. So it's gonna be a person like, oh, where are they?
It may.
So I guess we just look out for a person like looking for someone.
It
Look,
may
I'm
happen.
always I'm always looking for a fight. I know Unit, man. I know Unit. I have a feeling we already dodged one fight.
My
Like I'm ready.
So what I am thinking is I agree that we are looking for someone who's looking for someone. I'm not looking for a fight. However,
I know a fight's
these
coming.
hold
It
on,
could be
hold
a
on,
possibility.
hold on. What I'm saying is that these are not normal civilians that we are dealing with.
Right.
So, whether or not it's an immediate fight, it could get dangerous. It could be a manipulation of a situation. So, I'm down to be like on edge, but I think the idea of keeping some people nearby for us to call upon if we need some backup is not a bad idea. And
Mhm.
also letting them know if we are somehow not back by dawn, send reinforcements.
Yeah. Okay.
We can all hold hands in the plan.
Yes. Because I was thinking like maybe we do a deception thing where we're like, oh yeah, I was always under armor. It's me. The person.
yeah.
I'm just naked now.
We are starting off with the really bad deception.
Okay.
And we're boy failures. Everybody's a boy failure here. Thimbos all the way. Like
Incredibly
we're all
intelligent.
idiots.
Excuse you.
We all think that we can go. Let's be honest here. We all think that we can go into this place and talk them out
What
of this.
is my intelligence?
And
It's
talk
0.
us
It's plus
into
0.
like legitimately start joining the cult where we just kill the main leader
Yeah.
and then like we
Like,
all
still have
know
their
this
flesh
is what
on
we're
us.
going through.
We're like here to get the blood of them off of us.
Like
So
it is.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think we just go there,
Just wing it.
and we do what we need to do. We look for someone. Some people can snoop something. Like we always have a buddy system, but we
Yes.
do what we have to do.
Vibe check. See if we can observe anything first, and then if we need to deceive, I'll take.
And if it's important for everyone, I
that.
say that we leave sooner than later so we can take advantage of their happy
Yes.
hour.
Right now.
Yes. Sure.
Because I totally spaced on Rhea being around. Rhea will
Oh,
be
yeah.
like, okay, check. We got this. We'll do that. If anything, basically we'll just recover whatever you just said. Echo whatever you just said about life,
Thank you.
about this plan. And then she'll just be like, if there's anything else, Captain Zodge, let us know. We'll plan to meet back here at the Elf Song Tavern by dawn, and that'll be kind of the go-to. Sound like a plan? They'll nod. Is there anything else that you guys can think of or want to stop and do before going to the bathhouse? It is Baldur's Gate after all.
I would love to get this done with.
Yeah,
You're
I
on
think-
an actual time constraint, and perhaps
Yeah.
we have brunch in the morning, but for now, somebody here needs to get unstinked.
Yeah, maybe on the way we're just observing the people around us to be like, is there a specific like way that we should be holding ourselves so that we blend in or something like that? But other than that, I think we should just go straight there.
Okay, perfect.
Blend
I
in.
love it.
Fine. Look at us. We are normal looking, he says, arms outstretched, standing in front of Brahm.
The camera does not show Brahm's head because he's
It
too
does
tall.
not.
And legitimately, he's just like really stiff. Like it's like one of those things where it's not like he's stiff because like it's embarrassing or it affects him in any way. He's just stiff because he's a big guy.
He's so aware of his own size.
He's so aware of his own fucking size.
Okay.
adorable.
Where he like literally just kind of like is super casual about it. Like literally walks up, like gets out his coin purse, looks at it for a moment, and like compares prices.
He's like, where's the
Love it
best
for him.
deal on the
Oh, it
chicken
is-
nuggets?
I think I
It's supposed to be
screwed
dark in
something.
here, right?
I screwed something up. All
I
right.
will never
okay.
forget the orcs I've seen, but I'll forget everything else.
All right, we're
They're
just
in my
gonna
heart
play
forever.
with this. You saw a little bit of it, so I was like, yeah, I screwed it up. So
You think that just because Cole has an 18 intelligence that I have something close to that. You're wrong. We are fine.
so you get to the area of the bathhouse, right? And
Is it here? Oh, won't let me leave.
you are like out here in this area, down south by Laughter.
Nameless.
Yep.
It won't let me leave.
Oh yeah, let me help you.
Trapped.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm trying to drag myself out of that, and it's like,
So you get here to the gates. You're outside this bathhouse. It's very busy. It's very crowded. People are talking. Doors are opening and closing as people are coming and going. It seems like it's a busy time, a happening time to be in the bathhouse. What do you all do as you approach these gates and have one of, it looks like a young halfling with dirty blonde shaggy hair that goes well over their ears and low past their eyebrows, almost covering their eyes as they smile and look up at you and hold the door open, the gate open.
I suppose that if we all want to see the place in its entirety, do we want to split up at all, or do we want to explore everything together and revel in whatever's here?
I mean,
I think
we'll-
Brahm looks at his coin purse, looks to the bathhouse. I'm going to have a bath.
Yeah, buddy. We're all gonna have a bath.
Yeah, he's just very confused as to why. Like we're supposed to be acting normal. He's very normal in this.
What? Yeah.
Bow to my friends, let's go.
I'd say we stick together and let's all
And
have
together we
a
will
wonderful
do it.
bath together.
All right, so as you
Lovely
start progressing,
Ah,
I
you
love
go
this little
through.
door.
Yeah, the door.
My
works.
That's
God,
very
is that
cute.
mahogany? It's beautiful.
No, I just love that you have a little door access there. That's very cute.
That
Like
is
you get to
cute.
see the like when you go through, like one of the doors opens and closes.
I just realized that. I didn't know that before.
Oh, precious.
You're fucking welcome.
Oh, and stop. Oh, okay.
dancing through the door to
So-
to see it open.
As you get to the courtyard, you're greeted by a bunch of statues and almost like a like fountains and different things that spew up water. I guess fountains is really the best way to put it, but like
She
they're
fancy.
sized differently. Some are smaller, some are larger, some are shooting up really high in the sky. Some are more spread out and creating more of a sound effect than anything else. But as you approach the gate, everyone around you seems really happy, seems really gleeful, some cleaner than others. Some that are going to the bathhouse that do not seem as clean as those leaving, but it all seems very straightforward. What do you all do?
Um,
We go up and we pay,
Okay.
and we use their
I think so.
services.
I think I'm still like observing people coming and going to see if like there's any suspicious behavior of any kind, or if they're just like generally dirty or clean people.
Yeah, just genuinely different types of people being in various stages of cleanliness. Some more bathed, some more perfumed, different things like that. As you get to this door, it automatically opens, almost like. Uh,
Door.
Almost like
Oh,
automatically, like what are those, like not gas station doors, but grocery store doors that open up,
Yeah.
right? These things pop open and
What the?
oh, sorry, I
Cute.
was laughing at the auto magically.
Yeah, the faucets.
So you get in and these doors open wide, right? And Naima, this lovely half elf that walks forward, will greet you all. Well, hello, hello. Welcome to the genie. I can help you all. Oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. You are in desperate need of our services. Where have you
That's
all
very
been?
kind of you to say. Thank you. Around. Man.
We've been around, all
We're from out of
right.
town.
Fair enough.
We've heard
Can
your bathhouses are fantastic.
It is one of the best in Baldur's Gate, and we even offer massages. The cat effect.
Sorry.
I love it.
He's being ornery.
So
Okay.
yeah, they say we even offer massages. But for adventuring types, I suggest you take this this bath right over here. As they point over and just kind of smile. If you need anything, there are some lockers that are designated against the walls. You can put your belongings, your clothes, dressed to your comfortability. It is, of course, up to you to be as comfortable here as you want to be. And of course, massages. We have Okra and we have Raven, both wonderful orcs from the nearby forest that just provide the most wonderful deep tissue massages.
Wrong. That. um. Wonderful. Thank you. Do we pay now, later? What's
Everything
we
is
wanna
at the end.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
It's not ominous at all.
No,
Thank you.
it's so that they can rack up all the prices of everything. Yeah,
That's
that
true.
sounds.
Nobody take anything out of a mini fridge.
Do not move the mini fridges.
I think Brahms just kind of like nods, and he's like, "Yeah, no, that seems fair."
Everything's up
And
to snuff.
like, he just kind of turns and like slowly walks off.
Just like, all right, I'm doing my thing. I love it.
Yeah, essentially.
I
You're
love
gonna
it.
jump
Okay.
some stuff at the
So
lockers.
Naima will just be like, as she sees Brahm, just be like, okay, you do you. You know what you're doing here. I'll just go back to my station. As she pulls out a journal and starts writing down what looks like feverishly inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay. First off, unit,
Uh-huh.
may I say, did you make this map?
No.
Okay. I know you've been getting really good at your map maker thing, and I was like, dude,
It's a
like
very
this
good
is
map.
something that you could definitely achieve.
I
This
appreciate
is
that. Thank you.
great.
This was a quick grab off of Incarnate.
Uh, Look at you for being such a good DM that you put effort into that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do what I can for you all.
I
We
appreciate that
appreciate
so
it.
much. Anyways, back to the idiot.
Group huddle.
Group. Okay,
Do
we're
we-
doing group huddle.
Yes.
What's up?
Group huddle. Do we think that we're gonna learn anything sitting in this bath that seems to be completely devoid of other people other than us?
Oh no, Brahm's not going to this bath.
Which one is
He
Rom
just
going to?
Brahms is going to like a bath that has
Okay.
more people in it. Legitimately. Like it's one of those things where he was like the only reason that he is here in this moment is because there was a group cuddle called. Um
I feel like we should follow Brom.
he was like on his way to go like derobe and like get in the bath.
Okay, fair enough. Which
And
bath
like
do
he
you
was
go
going
to?
towards like the more like common one, like probably like this one over here because it's got like 5 people around.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
true.
And like he would just kind of like casually sit like or like ask people like if he would like if they would mind him sitting with them, like just like as like a general just like generous person would.
Yeah, as you offer to sit down, this old man has to be in his late 60s, will be with a fading hairline that goes way, way, way back. And that, side around the head that's real thick and yeah, kind of like the skullet, I guess is what I'm describing. So he's got his hands over the edges and he sees you and he's like, yeah, you can come sit by me.
God damn it, Unit, you can't use that shit against me. I'm having a different accent. Oh, you fucker. You motherfucker. You fucking
What?
fucker.
Happening?
Oh, oh, Unit. Okay,
What?
that's fine. That's
Okay.
good. That's okay. I can keep up my English accent. That's okay. Um,
Mom's just a social chameleon who takes whatever accent is around him.
I know. God help him. Um, Perhaps. Oh, yeah, no, he's just going to like gently like sit there. Um, and if anybody wants to like come by, he can. Like they can. He's not forcing anybody. Um, but like if he notices like anything about any of these people, like just around, like he's just very quietly like taking in, like enjoying his own bath, but he's just like watching people.
Okay. Roll me just a general perception as you're kind of looking around at all these people that seem to be of all makes, of all sizes, of all walks of life, just sitting in water bathing.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Insight works.
God help me, please.
I was also gonna ask because Wesley, I feel like before going anywhere would be kind of taking a
yes
quick inventory.
He is king.
That 19 is really good though.
By all means, roll Wesley. But yes, that 19, Brom, as Wesley's rolling is oh, I'm trying to think. You're getting a good idea that everyone around you seems to be really relaxed, really okay, except the 2 masseuses. They seem to be very on edge.
Wonderful. That's who I was gonna go stand by.
Okay, perfect.
After everything, like a lot of people.
Oh
go,
yeah,
I was
no,
like,
you have at it. Like as soon as like Brahm sees that you're going towards the masseuse, like he doesn't care. Like he knows you have it handled.
You have a lot of faith in me, Bron. Thank you.
Like legitimately, he just goes back to his bath.
I didn't want to interrupt anything first. Like I know like Wesley's doing something, and I want to give Laughter a chance too. Just like very funny because that is where I was gonna go. Yeah, go take a break, Laughter.
Yeah, Laughter disrobes, slips into the bath. It's comfortable, it's warm, it smells of not pine, but it maybe like maybe like some lavender, uh, something simple.
Good stuff.
Chamomile lavender bath.
She needs that bath, man. She's going through some stuff right now.
They're just,
Yeah.
they're just resting.
Or yeah, sorry, they. I'm so used to you having Zeb. I'm so sorry.
Oh, good.
Oh, I'm gonna get better about that. I'm so sorry.
She or they is fine. No worries.
Are you sure? Because I
Yes.
can. Okay.
Both are fine for Laughter.
Wonderful. What was I gonna say? So we have Cole going up to one, and it looks like Wesley going up to the other.
Yeah, I think a massage sounds great.
Okay.
Wesley, go first.
Okay, we'll make Wesley go first.
Oh.
Wesley, you approach Raven. Raven is a very, let me shift Z this one. I don't know if it, yeah, so Raven is an orc, very large arms, very, what do you call it? Thick forearms, looks like they can do the deep tissue massage very well. They come up as you, I guess, as you come up and greet them, they smile. They're like, "Well, hello. It looks like you could use a nice rub down. My services are pretty straightforward, just 3 silver. I use basic oils of your choosing that have different scents, and after that, I always recommend people sit into a nice bath and relax and let their bones and joints just relax for a little bit."
What sort of oils do you have to offer?
Oh, I have different scents. I have lavender, of course, where there's pine, there's uh, different vanillas, some more florals if you're looking for something maybe more wild flowery. Uh, Not gonna lie, I personally like the clove myself, but that's because I make it.
I'll take the clove then. That sounds wonderful.
Wonderful. Okay, come on in. And so they'll bring you in. They'll turn their back to you so you can disrobe appropriately and to your comfortability, or comfortable. And then they'll place a, what do you call it, like a blanket or something over the lower half of you, and they'll start to work on the shoulders, the neck, the back. Very deep tissue, very rough, but they, what brings you into Baldur's Gate?
Oh, just saving the world, I suppose. You know, the normal adventurer sort of fare.
Oh, wow, saving the world. Whatever brings you into my little establishment?
Uh, I think I think the best heroes are ones that always hold themselves to a higher standard of cleanliness and taking care of their bodies, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would agree that taking care of your body and making time to enjoy the moment is crucial, especially for someone like an adventurer, somebody who is facing life and death quite frequently.
Exactly. Life and death. Constant cycle that's never ending and everyone must face it one day, whether they're ready or not. And while she's massaging him, he is
Raven,
like,
you're supposed to calm him down, not give him anxiety.
he's like actually very, like, this is very overwhelming. He is not used to this amount of pressure being applied. He's like glass bones and paper skin. So he's like, but he's like trying to hide it. I think is there anything that I could be like trying to, I guess I could ask her about like if there's anyone here that she doesn't normally recognize that's like kind of out of the ordinary, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Raven will be like, yeah. So we see a good variety of people every single day. Baldur's Gate is quite diverse, and so there's many people that I don't recognize. Um, but it's interesting, I suppose. I see more strangers at night.
I knew it. That's when the perverts come around. But he says that under his breath, and it's actually.
He nods her head.
Why you're here, Wesley? She says nervously.
No, I don't, I think he's gonna ask, look, between you and me, is there anyone here that's like just batshit crazy to you? Like, I know you don't have to disclose to me. It's probably like a client patient confidentiality thing, masseuse client confidentiality, but like I love me a bit of gossip. And is there anyone here who's just so weird, or they're acting weird or anything? I just love to know.
Roll me a persuasion.
Okay. Boop. I can't even see the number because it's behind stuff. It'll show up in a second, hopefully.
It's thinking 22.
Hey!
22. Holy cow.
I'm super persuasive.
Raven will just be like, that. Hold on, I gotta look at the name before I was
gonna say, I was like,
oh yeah,
say it, Raven.
Say that bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Girl, get him.
Oh, that bitch Okra. Always thinks she knows everything.
No. Just
yes. Yes, and you know
her?
what?
My God.
Always has more tips than I've ever seen. I think she's doing something behind the scenes.
No. My friend went over to her?
Well,
Didn't die.
your friend is in good hands, I suppose. Just be careful with her. You never know, you know what I mean? Like, who are these people? Even though we came from the same village. I don't know. I don't trust her.
I mean, I don't really know what you mean. Like, do people go missing after going to her, or like what do you mean?
No, of course not. Of course not. Missing? What do you mean?
Like why do you think she's weird? I mean, like, I know the subtext behind what you're saying, why she gets more tips, but I don't know, it just seemed like you were a little more cautious of her than just like kind of being a little bit of a slut, you know?
No, she's always getting the night shift, and when she gets the night shift, she gets so much money, and it's just her and this ability to bring in money, and yet I'm never offered that shift.
Well, I mean, I think you've done a marvelous job. So maybe I'll leave you a nice hefty tip at the end of this, and maybe one day you can stick it to her the way that she deserves, I guess, for getting more tips than you.
I know it's so petty, and I don't mean to be that way. But it's just,
No.
they would just give me a chance to work that same shift. Maybe I could make the same money.
I get it. Do you know who the regulars are for that shift when she's getting all that sort of money? Like, does she get repeat clients
Oh, I
or
assume
bang her
so.
tongue?
I don't know any of them because I'm usually gone by then, but I assume so.
Makes sense. All right. Well, this is extremely wonderful. My body feels so great
I am
right
jelly
now.
right now.
I'm all the pain is gone and I'm so relaxed. And I think I will leave you a nice tip for this wonderful conversation you've had with me.
Oh, you mean it? Thank you.
Yes. Out of character, how much was how much was the session?
This massage would be no more than 2 silver.
Is that how many gold is that? That's like what fraction of gold?
So, it's 10 silver for 1 gold.
I'll leave her like double what it's worth.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
4 silver?
Yeah. Like 100%
Perfect.
tip. That's really good, right?
Yeah, she's super happy.
Yeah.
Super happy with that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Raven is ecstatic. But as you step out, we can switch over to Cole, who walks up to Okra, race hand, who seems very I don't want to say standoffish. That's not the way I want to describe it. She seems very cold and distant. Not great with customer service right off the bat.
She gets a lot of tips. No, that's fine. Yeah, so Cole got as comfortable as he wants. He just only took off his mantle. So he's just in his normal his robes and his his belt. He's chilling with that. But he doesn't go up to her and ask her out of services. He kind of he comes over and he says, "Do you mind if I borrow the wall for a while? I'm his guard, so I need to just keep an eye on things."
The god of who?
That man over there, Brum. Very important man.
Important. How important?
Oh, that's not that's not for me to tell. We're laying low, but I just wanted to make sure I kept an eye on him.
Why? Do
Why
you
are
think
you?
something's happening here?
No, is and he kind of looks at her. Is there an insight that I can see, or does she? I know, like you said, she seems like she's very bad at customer service. Does she seem on edge about that?
No. You can
Okay.
roll insight if you want to read more,
No.
but just right off the
chill.
bat, no.
And Cole raises his hands a little bit. He's like, "No, not really. This is just a night where he gets to relax and speak with other people, and I make sure that he's safe as he does so."
Oh, that is so kind of.
I'm getting paid.
Getting paid. You know what's good on the clock? A massage.
I would
Only 2
love one,
silver.
but yeah, it's very sweet of you, but I assure you that my you could cave in my chest cavity if you push too hard. But he kind of hesitates. Sure, why not? I didn't plan on it, but I'm sure one won't hurt.
Wonderful. She'll open the doors and walk on into this room. There you go.
I mean, okay. Very high intelligence stand. I don't know how doors work. And he kind of gets on there. He looks a little. He looks a little kind of awkward, laying there, it's a little prone, and his little hoofs kind of click together. He's like, just not too hard. I wasn't joking about, these old bones. But are you all right?
Am I all right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a strange question. Most people don't really care about me. Sure. Great. I am fine and wonderful.
Should I roll insight on that shit?
That's up to you. Do you choose to insight that?
A little bit, yeah, because she's doing shit.
Okay. Roll that insight.
My God.
Oh man, a 21? A crit? Holy cow.
That
Okay.
should not have happened.
You can
Get him.
gather so much sarcasm.
And he kind of like props himself on his shoulders, like, look, if you don't want to do this, we can just sit here and pretend it happened, and I can pay you after. Sounds like you're not having a very good time.
I don't know if that would be the right thing to do. You never know, you know?
Not 4 silver.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh no.
You got this. You got this. You got this.
With advantage
I'm
for 4
opening
silver?
the door.
Opening the door, yeah, with advantage.
It's clapping.
One
Yeah,
more
come
time
on,
for
come on, buddy.
persuasion.
I have -1. It's not gonna do
Come on.
shit.
You
Come
gotta,
on,
you gotta
come
roll
on, you
again.
can do
You
it.
have to
Natural
roll
20.
again. What if you roll high?
Natural 20.
What if you roll high?
Wait, why am I rolling twice?
Because you have
Advantage.
advantage.
Oh, I didn't know. Wonderful.
Do it again.
I feel like I just said that offhandedly and that it became canon.
Persuasion.
That's how unit works.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Much
that's
better.
better.
Let's go! Clap door!
Door
All
clap. Door
Door
clap.
clap.
Door clap.
Clap faster!
Every map needs doors.
right
That's
here. I
amazing.
love
I
that
love
the
that.
chat can see this happening right now.
That's
this
so
story
good.
happening.
I
my
love
God.
you, door.
You
Can make it
done
faster.
fucked up. I can draw on this map.
So,
So
as
good.
you're sitting there, you're just like, all right, let's just talk. Okra stops what she's doing. All right. And she sits down next to you. Surprisingly, folds a lot of the pressure of the weight of the table down towards her because she is quite large as an orc. But
Slip down.
sits down next to you.
Yeah. It sounds like you're having a rough night.
Oh, could only tell you.
I mean, is it a customer here? I'm sure I could let the guards know about it.
Customer would be the easiest of my troubles. You ever have a boss you don't like?
Oh yes. Oh yes, very much so. Like you just want to kill them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. Listen, I don't want to just like complain, but there's just things that happen that I just am super uncomfortable with. And I just, as a massage therapist, I just don't want to deal with that.
And it's coming from your boss, like the ones here.
Maybe some. I don't know if this. Can't open up. Listen,
It's alright.
I like you. I don't want you to be in danger. Roll me another persuasion check.
Is it with advantage or just straight one?
Just a straight persuasion this time.
Oh no, where is it again?
Nice gods be with you.
No, they're not. It's okay.
Oh.
I have an aura of unsettling about me.
There's so much that happens behind the scenes, I guess. Makes me uncomfortable.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is it not something where you could perhaps take the night off?
Not without consequence.
Oh. Do you need help? I mean, we're not to put my boss, and that's not the one I wanted to kill. My boss, in offer him up so easily, but is it something where you need help? He kind of looks at her pointedly, like, 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 do you need help?
Help isn't. No. No, not help.
Okay.
Maybe a different opportunity.
Opportunity.
I just roll me a D100.
God.
Get dunked on, nerd.
Why am I a nerd?
Get
I'm
dunked
scared.
on.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, this is Unit in work, baby. This is Unit doing his best.
I do love it.
So with a
She kills him.
43, she
Make
looks
us
at
cry.
you, she puts a hand on your shoulder, says, I want to make people feel better and heal and get through some of the basic day-to-day stuff. I just don't want to jump through so many hoops, you know?
No, I understand. And he kind of he gives her hand a pat, and it's not like this warm, soft, like, I'm gonna hold your hand, but it's like a, hey, I'm here. No, I understand. And I really do think that hearing about it, my boss might be the person to speak with you then. He's very kind, he's gentle, he helps very many people so readily. It might be good if you spoke to him, perhaps get some direction.
I appreciate that, but unless they have a job opportunity, this is it for me. And I mean, this is it.
Would you give me a moment, perhaps, to go speak with him?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. One moment. You kind of tap, 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 tap. Free me, doors!
Defeaties.
The
Why
one
won't they
door
let
that
me
doesn't
out?
work. I love that.
Vampire. And he kind of he leans over the bath and does a polite little nod and leans over to Brom's ear. It's like, might I borrow you in the masseuse's room, Brom?
Oh, of course.
Thank you. And you just need to go along with whatever I say. You are my boss, and I am your very loyal guard, and that's just what is going on right now. We have, and as Brom might be getting out of the bath, he's very close to his ear, so that way he's
Right.
no echoing. He's like, we may have somebody who needs help out of a bad situation with bad people. And she may need to speak to somebody who can help her and understand her situation, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right, Brom?
Oh no.
Brom, look at me. Brom.
Like, I want you to know that he was part of this plan for the entire way, but he has no idea who you are talking about. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
He was part of this plan the entire time. He doesn't know who we're putting them to.
I know, but he's letting you know. It's in his lounge room. It's all right. It is our dear Okara. She needs a little bit of help. I'm dealing with somebody and finding direction in life, and I thought you would be the perfect, stoic, kind man to help talk to her and listen to her and help her. Kind of pats him on the biceps, like, come on. And he just he goes over here and puts on the guise of a nice guard, and he opens the door for Brom.
Okay, he just kind of
Thank you for letting me in every time. I can't do myself.
I think he kind of like he straightens up his towel because he has a little towel wrapped around his waist.
I like to think it's like a hand towel. He couldn't find anything else. It's just like
It's like a loincloth on him.
Like legitimately, that's kind of what it is, but he makes it work. Like it's one of those things where it's like
It's giving.
I
like
love
like
that,
it's
man.
like it's just like it's effortlessly giving, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We love that for you, Brom.
Designers,
Oh.
make it work.
For real. Thank you for your patience, Okar. This is my boss, Brum. If you wanted to open up to him, he might be much more understanding of your situation and might be able to help you figure out something. Brum, sir.
Yeah, he just legitimately this is the stupidest fucking shit. He
It
goes up
is!
to her. He goes up to her very just like casually and like grabs her hand and like puts it in his own and like this like very gentle handshake. And he looks to her with very kind eyes and goes, "I was told you wanted to speak with me."
Tears start to swell up in her eyes, Brom.
Aw.
She starts to just sob. I mean, big old crocodile tears falling down the cheeks, right? She's just crying. Have you ever had to do something you absolutely regretted?
I think Brahms legitimately just kind of like pulls her into a hug. And he like kind of like it's one of those things where it's like it is super fucking like emotionally like charged
Right.
in the weirdest sense of just like happy, like protective, caring, just very like it's very warm, it's very protective. He's being very gentle as he's like hugging her. And he goes, "Yes, anytime. It is hard. Are you currently going through such times?"
I got so much pressure on me to just make sure that only certain people come through, and I just don't know what to do anymore. As she like just starts spieling out, right? It's just an emotional, just tears rolling down her eyes as she's just basically sobbing into your shoulder, I guess is the best way to put it.
How like he is very much just like it's very still, but it's very like it's protective. Like he's not touching her in any other way than to give her comfort. Um
Double checking. Dan, really quick. You said crocodile tears specifically?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see you.
Just
typing a
big
thing.
tears
Can
in
I-
general.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tight.
Big tears in
Normally-
general.
Normally, crocodile tears means clearly fake. Like,
Right.
okay.
Right. I just realized that as you put
But
that
you just
in,
mean
but
like big tears.
big tears. Yep, that's it.
Okay, because I've heard it both ways. Because I'm like, wait a second. I don't think he would say that outright if it meant like fake. Because there's no way
Right.
Brahm would like suss that.
Right. Yeah, just big tears is what I
Okay,
meant,
they're
not
big.
that fake.
Yeah. Okay. Both are valid.
he's doing great, guys.
He's doing so good.
You just walked
Brahm is
into this,
amazing.
and I'm like, "You got this, buddy. I know. I literally know that you got this."
He just reached out with like a cane to pull him in from off stage.
Brahm,
Yes.
in your hand, you feel something heavy. As her hand as Okra's hand slides something into yours. A knife.
And just to make things clear, because I myself, the player, am an idiot. And so we're all on the same page. I just wanna ask, that knife means that she like kills people, right?
Not necessarily. The knife seems more decorative than it does practical.
She sacrifices people?
It
Is it-
seems almost
A
more
request?
pretty of a knife than it does have any stains of blood.
It might be more of a signal or a sign. Like a symbol of like this thing. But I'll let you guys continue.
Okay. Okay. So it might
Calling
be
card, that's the word.
that's the kind of item. I think Brahms, while like holding her close, like and now like she's like put this in his hand, he's going to like look at it. Like with like their hands like still connected. Because like he's still giving her comfort. He's not letting go until she tells him to. Um what is this?
Opportunity. If you are who you really say you are, maybe you can make a difference.
That I plan to, yes.
Listen, I didn't sign up for the Van Thumpers bullshit. I just wanted to massage people. Get out of my town, my tribe. Try something new, meet people, and try, like, like something different. But the Van Thumpers really brought this down. I don't know what's down there. But I know that those who go down there don't come back up.
And I ask, are there anyone, are the workers in the bathhouse part of that?
Oh, everyone's here just a what do you call it? A cover up.
Mm. So they are innocent.
Yeah. That's the best part of this plan, right?
That it is. How about this? Who owns this place?
Who owns this place?
Who owns this place?
Would be under the Van Thumper Villa. Name. I don't know who it is. I imagine it's Madame Van Thumper. She seems to have her hands in everything.
Right. And will we, if I were to go down there, would we interact with the madam?
No, but I think one of her sons was down there.
Is he
Was.
has does he have his hands in this business?
Oh no. I don't ask. It's best for me not to know. Safest for
I
me not
understand.
to know.
Understandable.
Well, he kind of like looks to Cole.
And Cole, like he gives a small nod and he steps a little closer. He's like, before we figure anything out, are you safe tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as whatever you're planning doesn't draw attention.
No, of course, no. We'll keep that in mind. Don't worry. Just wanted to make sure. Um, we we can discuss this further in a safer way. But I appreciate all your candor, Okara.
And take this. And he's gonna give her like 8 pieces of gold.
Okay. Wow. I think that would immediately bring her to tears.
Oh,
I think that's more
Changing
money
a
than
life.
she's made in, like, gosh, maybe a year, if not more.
Yeah. He willingly very much gives this up. Take some time to yourself. If you have a friend, spend it with a friend.
She looks at
You-
you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she looks at you very concerned and almost like before you have a chance to finish what you're saying, Okra will just take you in a giant hug.
Absolutely. He's going to like it's gonna be like silly, but it's gonna be like very reassuring where like he like grabs like her like the because like I imagine he's taller.
Right.
So like he like grabs her like gently by the back of the head and like pats her. And like he's gonna like cast a little boost of guidance.
Okay.
Like it doesn't last like it lasts like a fucking minute, but like it's a good reassuring
Feel it.
sensation.
Right. Right. I love it. Yeah, I think that little boost helps give her some confidence.
oh, I don't want that. Okay.
But yeah, there's still a lot of emotion there.
Mm-hmm. It's just a little ping of hope.
Right. Okay. You have the knife. You find a slot.
Because
Yeah, go
this
ahead,
man's
go
pretty
ahead.
much naked, I do offer to take it from him. Because I actually have a way to conceal it.
He's fucking naked. Like he's just like okay, I lied.
Please
He
don't
has
hide
his
in your
towel-
ass cheeks, bro. I beg of
He
you.
has legitimately he has the towel on like he has
Hanging
the
there.
towel and then he has like a purse, like a little like string bag that he like has on him that has his money. He has his money pouch on him.
I'll give that here. Really
Give
quick,
me like
bro.
2 seconds. I need to step outside and answer a quick question that is happening in IRL. If you guys don't mind just talking for a second.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We can all talk about our feelings in this situation.
All right, give me just a few seconds.
If you want, like, we could step out at this point and talk about whatever.
Yeah,
Unless
we can
you
do
want to
that.
stay here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
assume Wesley's done with his bullshit over here.
Bro.
Go take care of your stuff, Tanner. You're good, dude.
Yeah, you're good. Go get out of here. Brom, the knife, please.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Sorry,
He gives-
thank you.
Also, by the way, we're still live. I just want you guys to know.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
And I kind of assume honestly that was the end of that bit.
Yeah, I'd fucking hope so.
So I'll open the door for you.
Thank you.
Oh no, it's closed again.
It won't let me.
It like locks when it's closed.
Very pathetic bleeding as I can't.
Is it not?
Force. Oh, I was halfway through.
It
Hold on.
won't let you open?
It won't let me in. I'm like an animal in a cage. I slammed myself against the walls.
You guys are trapped in
We're
there.
stuck.
Bro, pretend that we are at
can't
the
come out?
other side of
Oh,
this
no.
wall.
You know what? Big brain boobs.
Here.
Big
I
boobs.
knew
so
you were
gonna
coming
know.
in here. There we
Hold
go,
on.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
Alright.
delete yourself and just come back.
Exactly. I found a glitch.
Okay, we need to get laughter. Come here, laughter.
Yeah. So just want to make sure.
Maybe
that
we
you
go
want to
me
do
laughter.
anything else before we I think it's it is pretty warm in here. Perhaps you want to take a moment to step outside of the gardens?
Good idea.
Oh,
Cat
wow, to
agrees.
you too.
Just follow us.
Okay, gardens we go. Oh, we're locked.
Open
out.
both doors.
No,
There we
go.
go.
Hey, a door that works for me.
Open the doors.
I'm assuming we've redressed ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been.
We're not
Yeah,
just
I just like take my mantle and like throw it over my shoulders.
like bruised all over from the sun.
And I take like
I'm sorry, I have to correct that. Brahms is still in his like towel. I'm sorry.
I love that for him.
I'm the only one who didn't put clothes back on.
Brom, dear, aren't you
Alright, I'm
a
back,
little chilly
y'all.
out here?
I thought
Welcome back. We are
outside.
Well,
Like it
disgusting.
It was like 2 seconds to walk outside.
it did. If Brom, do you want clothes really quick before we have this conversation? You know what? You fabulous, beautiful. I'll be right back. Kind of like runs in, finds these things, muttering to himself, picking them up.
Work.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, you need to draw your back. It kind of like holds the clothes up for Brom. At least the lower half of the talk.
Thank you. Yes.
So we had a very before like we speak, like is there anyone around that could be listening to us? It's a safe place for us to speak.
Oh, good idea.
Roll me a perception check.
Everyone, because I
All of you, yes, as you're all
I need
looking.
help. I'm so distracted by Brom dress. I need help, please.
By Brown getting
Perception.
Oh yeah, that's my perception.
12, 21, 9, and 5.
That's what I'm shit.
I'm 25.
Wow. All right. How do I put this? Wesley's the only one to see that there seems to be something about the statues that's not quite right.
Maybe I shouldn't talk here. Let's see. Does anyone have like?
Do you want to go to the inn?
Back to the El Song Tavern.
Are we able to leave and come back?
How can I can go back and pay our it's fine. It's bad.
Oh yeah, Brahms also goes. Brahms all
We
Okay.
are coming back.
Our Wesley is not feeling very easily. Yes, you can hear that. We can chaos. And cut the short very sorry.
Of course. Naima will give you a little, what do you call it? Like written up slip. You pay your debts.
Brahms, I'm sorry. Cut to both of this conversation and like hand over 2 coins.
That is more than enough.
We need that for a nice inn. He puts his hand on his biceps and gives a shake.
He gives them 1 coin.
All right, you give him 1 coin and her eyes are lit up. That's a lot of money for this bathhouse that's happening right here. But yes, you all step outside.
How much is yours? I say, like, I'm kind of like tugging him out as we're talking. It's just like,
You get donations.
I know. It's like, that's why he's asking him. All right. You know, poor Wesley's need to be carried.
Oh god!
Okay. I Cole like effortlessly goes over and takes this dude up with 1 arm.
Oh.
I can't get out. Again. I'm out. Okay. I pick him up and say, we are going back to the tavern. Let's go, Wesley. And starts walking.
I think while those guys are doing things, Brahms gonna offer his back till after.
Sure, I won't turn that down.
Piggyback.
I'll hop on top.
Pop.
This is a very normal night. Everyone does it. Okay.
I have to say that laughter, being if you're gonna hop on Brahm's shoulders, or not shoulders but back, you are lifted up so high. It feels yeah, it feels great.
I feel fall, you are dead.
Brom, you are incredibly tall.
You should do that.
He just kind of like nods, and like you can see like the corners of his mouth like tip open in like a smile, because like he's pleased. And he's like, I've been getting used to it.
Yeah, that makes sense with your whole thing and whatever.
I escaped.
Brom and the shorties.
All right.
So cute.
So we bring ourselves back here to the Elf Song Tavern after a little bit of movement and traveling through the city, bouncing around people that are clearly paying you little to no mind as they walk about their lives. It's very annoying as you have to stop and go and move around people that just aren't paying attention to anything else. It's Baldur's Gate, and you get back to the Elf Song Tavern. What do you guys do from here?
I think we meet in that room that we know is
Yes.
I'm gonna take
Safe
Captain
fist.
Zodge out just to put them
yeah.
somewhere else. But well, yeah, what do you guys go over?
I sit down with Wesley still over my shoulder and say, all right, we learned. Why do you need to lay down?
I'm still dramatic.
You're
like I am in pain because that massage was very intense, but I'm also like,
you're
God.
fine.
Oh.
I just
Are
kind
we
of
out
keep
of
him there,
earshot?
like patting his back, like you're fine. You're fine.
Are we okay? Okay.
No, you're safe now.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, okay. I do help him back down. So Brom and I had a very, well, not entirely direct, a very interesting conversation with one of the masseuses. And he produces the knife that was given to him.
Ooh.
The fuck?
Brom, you heard a little bit more than I did because you were closer. Could you perhaps let them know? Me asking because I know Oath's memory is so much better than mine.
Oh, no, not right now. I was literally eating stroganoff, man. I was literally eating stroganoff.
Because I'm gonna be straight up. In the middle of that conversation, Nameless, my brain restarted.
Yeah, not a problem.
So
I don't know. Like it was.
I
one
did
of those
take
things
some
where, like,
notes.
It was good. I just enjoyed the conversation.
no, same. And I also enjoyed it. I know at some point I restarted and I was like, I'm just gonna.
Basically, what you got was that this knife is gonna unlock something should you put it into the correct slot. If you can find it, that's great. You were told a little bit about what's happening, but not much. It's very much open-ended for you to take a lot of conclusions in.
And I know the Van Thampers were mentioned.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
As being involved in shady business, but also she doesn't quite know what goes on, quote unquote, down there. Because it wasn't ever explicitly stated what that means. So
Right.
Not.
Right. That's exactly
There's probably a secret compartment in her room
Yeah.
specifically.
right.
that's what I would glean from that.
So
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 we
from
just
your
literally
perfect
gave
retelling.
her- Mhm.
is our sweet mama hen Raya here?
Yes, Rhea is back here.
Raya, I can never get your name right, and that's not even because it's a bit like laughter and chuckles. I'm sorry. So it seems that we may have two options on our hands that we go see what is going on, or we let these guards know. I don't know what information they might have in regards to the Elturel, but
As a Hell Rider, I'm not one to relinquish information in hope for the betterment of opinions and choices, especially that of Baldur's Gate. It is so corrupt here. I
Good
don't.
on
We
you.
not have said anything at all then.
Well, it's not that we shouldn't say anything. We're doing our due diligence and we're saying what needs to be said, but maybe the communication be at a little bit of a delay.
That's why we came here. I think there was something strange about the statues at the bathhouse. Can't put my finger on it, but I knew we should not be speaking openly
Right.
there.
No, appreciate it. Then it sounds like we may need to see what sort of wine they have in their cellar.
Yes.
Yes, I will give the input that my own masseuse was suspicious of Okara, your masseuse, who gave you the knife and all this information that you just relayed to me. Uh, uh, so, uh, you know, she was just jealous because Okara gets more tips, so I don't know if the tipping situation has to do with what goes on in the basement and she's letting people through.
I would think so. She was not in a good state. I think she's being given extra money for her silence. She was very forthright with
Yes.
her upset in the situation.
That makes sense from what you've told me. And Raven, my masseuse, that was her name. She was very pleasant, very, very nice to talk
She
to.
seemed to make break your bones a little bit there.
She's very, I will say I'm of a lower constitution, but I didn't get a bad vibe from her, so to speak. So I think she just doesn't know anything, and she's just seeing what's going on over there and is thinking, hey, that's not fair. And you know what? It isn't. They deserve a union.
Oh my goodness, sorry. That is not what I pushed.
All of the people get out of
on the
this
door.
room.
Excuse
Sorry.
me, we're having a
Excuse
business
me.
meeting.
The haunting air shall
Thank you.
change in just a second.
It's like canon, whatever happens in the soundtrack. A ton of people were being super fucking loud outside the door.
So yeah, as you're kind of going through talking, Ray will just be like, "Listen, do we go through this whole thing? Do we what's the plan? What do you think, Brom? Laughter? You seem to be the most quiet in this situation. Is there something that's holding you back from, I don't know, pursuing this?"
My God, there's a sports event out there. It's so loud.
I think Brom looks to laughter, and it's just kind of like a silent look of like, obviously we're going, right?
Laughter just kind of nods. I'm fine with figuring this out. I don't know, those flaming fist folk kind of seemed a little more abrasive and bullish rather than helpful. So, as Hell Riders, we should do what we can.
You're right. As Hell Riders, we need to stick together. Realize that these flaming fists probably are just in it for the money.
Exactly. That's exactly why none of us are here.
Against the establishment. Down with the man.
All right.
Even my cat agrees.
Then I suggest, for the safety of our dear Okara, that we check this out sooner than later, especially because we already have the captain wanting to storm the castle at any minute now. We know we might want to check it out before dawn.
Okay. So, you're suggesting we take a little bit of time, wait till the night comes, and then go in? My understanding?
I hope so, possibly. I think that's not a bad plan.
I think that sounds good to me.
Okay.
They did say that, when it's later that their esteemed guests arrive, so we might be able to see them face to face.
Okay. So we wait till night. It's not a problem. That's easily done. The categories.
I'm so sorry.
Don't
Wants
you worry.
attention.
Don't you worry. That's part of the fun.
He's a loud ass.
Love that for him.
I love that for me.
So as you're going through, Rhea will take a second and say, well, if we're going to go through, we're going to dive through this, is there anything that any of you can think that we'll need before we go through what could potentially be an extremely hellish fight?
This is a place of many shops. Perhaps we could see about buying anything up that could be personally useful for any of us.
I agree. So does my cat.
Well, what about the rooster? Does the rooster agree?
Cock-a-doodle, yeah, fuckers.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Love it. So what do you want to hit what do you call it? A general store? Magic store, a blacksmith? What are you all thinking?
I have 8 gold, Tanner.
8 gold.
There's not much I can get.
I have 44 gold.
Oh, aren't you fancy? I have 5. Say, Wesley. I should help you get here. Might I possibly borrow a little gold for this is a weird dynamic. I might need to come across a if we could find a potion that useful for lightning damage, I would be very appreciative. Doesn't need to be very much.
I suppose we can add that to our budget.
Yeah.
The categories.
A potion of lightning damage? Why?
It's
is
right
such a
next to
thing?
me screaming.
It's honestly, I've found myself in very many situations where I get overrun by a crowd, and I find that it's extremely useful to ward people off.
Fair enough. There's a place on the corner that should be able to suit this.
Perfect, thank you. Come, Wesley.
Yes, I'm coming. This is a stray cat. Is very interested in me.
I'm sure. But if there's anywhere else we need to stop, looking to the rest of the group.
I mean, do we need armor? What am I wearing?
Not. Are you wearing?
Do I
armor?
have?
This thing.
I have
You
light
got, like,
armor.
tugs
That's
on
a
this- on
great
this
question.
sleeve.
What are you?
I'm like, I look down. I'm like, what am I wearing? I have light armor. That's probably all that a bard should have.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
Wesley, you
good
have a
point.
lace choker. I wouldn't call any of the
I have,
armor.
it's made of leather.
I'm sorry.
Did you say
It
leather?
may stop. It may stop a wayward cat claw coming toward me.
As you know, we do
with
fight those
fervor.
All right.
We do fight those very often in the streets. You're right.
I mean, does anyone need?
I hate to
anyone
break
need
it to you, but
weapons?
I think the person we need to visit is Larry.
Larry's
Larry.
Larry's
I inside joke.
Please? I miss him. Uaz misses him.
God.
Oh, we need
Larry's
Larry in our
leather.
life.
We need Larry in our life, please.
I miss him.
Oh,
Oh,
Brom and Laughter would have a field day in Larry's leathers.
I think Larry's
good
leathers
point.
needs to come out. That's the only time for Larry's is when
Yeah.
you desperately need a Larry's leathers.
Give us the man.
Oh my god.
I don't know who
if he
Larry
can't
is,
give us
but I'm
anything
excited.
interesting, he's going to give us wise words of wisdom. We all know it.
We need we need, like a silencing mask device, which also conveniently apparently covers the entire face and zips up the front like a gimp mask.
Oh, ball gag.
He's got those, I'm certain.
Oh yes,
He's a very
absolutely.
resourceful
Gimp
man.
suit. Don't
So
mind if I do.
so as you're going around, you're looking for different wares, different setups, and you see this place called Larry's Leathers that has a very mixture of different things besides just gowns, besides just outfits. As you open the door, you see there's a section that's located in the back that's a little more extreme.
I love it here.
As you go through, you see a gentleman that comes forward and he's like, "Hey, I'm Larry. What can I do for you?"
Oh, Larry.
I don't know why we came in here, but I'm very happy we did. Who needs this? And he like motions to this, like, again, this very extreme looking gimp suit. It's just like standing there on a mannequin.
You can think that that's great, but it brings a lot of attention.
It's a head turner.
It's a head turner for sure.
Maybe not the one for inside, but
What are you guys looking for? You
yes,
looking for armor?
yeah.
You looking for some clothes? How about some nice outfits? Or what are you looking for? A vest? Do you need a vest? How about a top hat? I got a few top hats.
Oh my god.
Ooh, a hat. Do like fashion.
I mean,
Who here needs it?
we might need something that could help with restraining bad people.
Is there any
Restraining
whips?
bad people. I got rope. I got tons of rope. What do you want? Silk? Do you want hard course? I don't know.
You want-
Braided leather. Cole says from the other aisle.
I think Brahm kind of speaks up for a second. Do you have cuffs?
We do.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's a good idea.
I got lots of
Fucking
cuffs.
shake. We're gonna take an NPC into like a BDSM dungeon.
Listen. We had an NPC, or we had to make sure that he didn't speak any magical things going on. And what we had on
That's when you
hand-
just pin them against the wall and start
No,
making out sloppy style.
amazing. But
He was
no,
an
we
old
had
man.
we had a gimp mask available for us thanks to Larry's Leathers.
Oh my god, that's
Our
amazing.
best
Okay, so maybe we do get one of those at least. At least
Yes.
one. Or a
Yeah.
ball
As-
gag.
As silly as it seems, they come in handy occasionally,
Yeah.
like with spellcasters. So like
Spellcasters,
Yeah.
right?
it's important.
Cole like readily like grabbing that and some straps, like you are very correct. That is exactly what they're there for.
Okay, so you need this mask, you need a couple bounds, a couple, what do you call these, cuffs, a little bit of rope. How about silk rope? You know what's really good? Have you ever...
we need something strong,
Strong? I got this one thing. Okay, I got it from a friend. His name's Chet. I don't know if that's his...
Chet.
Yeah, I don't know if that's his real
Chet's
name.
chaps.
Oh
But-
my god.
He's got this ring. You put it on,
Oh no.
and maybe
What
like
kind?
once per long rest, you might be able to cast a whole person spell. Keep them where they need to be.
Now,
I
what kind
love
of ring
that.
is it? Is this a ring that goes on the finger,
It's a-
or is it much larger?
Wesley, it's a very fun ring. Don't worry about it.
All right. I'm just asking because I'm interested. I mean,
Oh well, listen. If this fits anywhere but your finger, I'm a little worried.
I
Very
mean,
worried.
some people, more parts of their body fit rings that could go on their finger.
You are correct. But okay, so the ring, the cuffs,
Yep.
the mask.
Rings,
Perfect.
cuffs, mask. Yep.
How much are we going down for? Money wise.
Okay. Make me a deal. Talk to me here. Well, work with me. You know what? This is kind of the fun. You tell me a number, I tell you a number.
You know what? I like you a lot. How does 2 gold sound?
Make
I can
it
pitch
3.
in 2 more gold.
What?
I can pitch in 2 more gold, so that's 3 gold.
Okay, perfect. So,
Beautiful. Thank you for everything. I love Baldur's Gate.
Listen, whatever you're about to get into, I don't want to know. I'm Larry, you know?
No.
Love.
Um,
I'm Larry.
Larry,
I-
I've never met you, but you're my new favorite person.
Larry, I'm sorry. Brom also has an order.
Oh no, what is Brahm's order?
Because, like,
This is
while
going to
you
be the
guys are
most
negotiating-
interesting.
while you guys are negotiating, Brom is literally just going around the store being like, I wonder what would be useful for like this future type of
He
situation.
like finds a leather jockstrap. He's like,
like
this is
it's
useful.
so he gets another pair of like cuffs,
Cuffs,
like,
okay.
like some sort of gag. He gets a
Okay.
blindfold to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Like
Little mask,
he finds
okay.
a pretty silk sash, and he adds it to like his like sash collection that he has.
Listen, we are not just an adventuring party. We're an adventurous party.
I am taking note of everything we are getting here too.
All right.
Wonderful.
So like yeah, how and he just like he's like, sure, 2 gold, that works, right?
2 gold works. For Larry, that is a steal.
We love you, Larry.
Yes, Larry, this was wonderful. Thank you.
Of course, that's what I do for you, you know?
How did you get into this business, Larry?
Hey, it was passed down to me from my father.
Ah, family business.
It's a
Fast-
Very
family
wholesome.
business.
Wholesome father, son, I assume, business venture.
Now, before we possibly need to end the session because I believe it's getting late.
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure I get my little potion before I
Okay.
forget next session.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, maybe we go to a potion shop next.
Yep. Magic shop. There's tons of them around Baldur's Gate. We can just call it. I don't even know. We'll call it
Plenty of potions.
Plenty of potions. I love it. I was just
Plenty
about to
of
Google it, but plenty of potions works. And you get a gnome that comes out as they kind of push their really thick, like almost like 2 inches thick glasses lens onto their nose, like librarian style, right? Where they keep readjusting their glasses so they can see better. But the lenses are just so thick that you're like, how in the world can you see? Boils down to they come over and they're just like, so what can I do for you?
Hello. We are in need of. Do you have any sort of like lightning potions in a bottle or anything like that we could use?
Yeah, I got a few. As they kind of go through, they're like looking around. They grab a couple of things, just start setting down a handful of items, whether it's potions that look like vials, right? That look like there's stored electricity in them, or whether it's whole beaker-looking vials, decent sized things that look like it's stored a decent amount of electrical energy. But
Okay.
yeah, they set them down in front of you.
Okay. Let's see here. So I know you have everything, and I should be asking, but do we have any that look like they can, like, a powerful enough discharge? Not looking for anything gigantic, but maybe a sort of like, I hate saying like a bomb, but like a concentrated source of electricity instead of it being like chain lightning.
Yes, you would see that there's a few items that look like they have been very crudely designed, but you get the general gist that this is something that's meant to be along those lines.
How much for something like this?
Okay. They kind of look around and they're just like, I'll tell you what. If you can if you can give me a good offer and tell me what you're doing with it, I'll give you a discount.
Really? Fascinating. I didn't expect this to be so expensive, but it's just for, you know, like general crowd control. We find ourselves often, you know, surrounded by bandits when we're adventuring, and I want to make sure that we have plenty on hand to take care of them if things go wrong.
Oh man, you're dealing with bandits on the regular?
A little bit. It's exciting, really. That's why I need to make sure that I'm armed to the teeth of what we can.
Oh yeah, okay. So if you're dealing with bandits, we hate bandits.
We do hate bandits.
I'll sell it to you for 2 gold.
Mm.
1 gold.
So, no,
How-
oh, you're a lifesaver. I can do that.
Wait, how many do they have?
Yeah, can we get a bulk deal?
Roll me a d4.
You do it.
Me?
Dearly.
Okay.
2? Yeah, they'll have 2 on hand.
Yeah, no, Brahms will just give them 4 gold.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they'll settle for that.
No, do 3.
Thank you. As he very graciously takes the lightning in a bottle and you know, puts it in his pack after it's been paid. And of course, everybody else get what you need here, but this is very helpful.
Yes. So as you start to gather up and get going with different things, I will say that you get the don't forget you have the potion of healing that I gave you.
Can I get like a bottle of grease or something?
Yeah, of
I
course.
have grease.
Fuck
Oh, do we already have that?
I have a spell. I have the grease spell.
Oh shit! Never mind. I don't need your grease. It's okay. I'm sorry.
I took
jumped the gun.
sorcerer,
Okay, fair
baby.
enough.
I jumped the gun. I'm so
one
sorry.
level cleric. The rest is gonna be sorcerer, motherfucker.
I mean, I don't really have any fire damage to do, but I do have a tinder box on me. I'm assuming I can like light a match or something. And just, like, toss
That'll
it.
do it.
Wesley, I believe in you.
Yeah, thank you.
Um,
I'm a man of
Out
the
of
word,
curiosity-
not of actions.
out of curiosity, for these types of like little electricity potions, would this be a homebrew item that you and I like tap in here, or is
Yeah,
there
we're gonna
particular-
go through a couple things here that I was gonna send
Okay.
to you after this because we're getting ready to wrap up, and I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that there's a couple of things that I just want to clarify with certain classes and making sure I'm not shooting myself in the foot, but there should be some pretty straightforward some things, I guess. Just to clarify.
Willow, that is not your water. I don't know why you're doing this all of a sudden. My son, you have so much fresh water over there. Do you hear me? You have water.
You have water, go get it. But
Bro, I don't know what it is with the last 3 days. He's like, what if I drank out of your glass? And I'm like, don't do that. Naughty son. Hi.
Y'all, I just want to say thank you so much. It is 11:13. We're about to hit 11:15, so we're going to take these last couple minutes to say goodbye, to say thank you for
Yeah.
joining us, to say thank you for
Thank
tuning
you.
in.
Thank you.
This has been an absolute blast. I look to keep doing this each Saturday. I was going to do something Thursdays, but that didn't work. Yeah, it's a funny story. I'll tell you guys after I end the stream. But you know what? I appreciate everyone joining us. We'll see you next Saturday. If you want to watch this episode, it should pop up on YouTube by Wednesday. But other than that, we will see you all later. If you guys want to say goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.
Thanks for putting up with all our bullshit.
Thank you, everyone, and you have a great night, and we'll talk to you all later.